woke up, slept on me, trying to eat with vultures. Y'all look frail, let me feed the culture. Can't get full of the lead and coke, huh? Still sober? Y'all OD, follow me. Where the rain follow me, king. Yeah, I know the king, Martin Luther King. You ain't really gonna throne, boy, you in a dream. Wake up, y'all don't want it. Down to the wire, better put Marlo on it. And let's soon Chico Malo, homie. And if I'm scared, I guess I don't know it. Cause I'm still going still right where the heat at. And where I ain't supposed to be, that's where I be at. And I spit that, sit back, listen to the truth for the sky crack. And the Lord gets back. Or somebody wants to get back. And they click clack, leave you been back, looking at this intact. Never left, but I've been back. Cross on my big neck, and I don't rap gospel, I live that. But I'm nothing but a gimmick. You see me in the club, funny, you was in it. Skip a cosign, shout out to the homie Kendrick. And all I hear is crickets when I run into the critics. Oh well, show tells me a lot when they tell me to rock. Keep my eyebrows raised, smell what I'm cooking. And the sales may drop, yeah, the meal may stop. But they ask for the truth, yeah, I'm a dork. They like, how you do that now? Sound kinda nice, boy, who that down? Is everything real good, true and fair? But you probably wouldn't listen if you knew that down.
The heart beats just a little faster right now, doesn't it? As they stand alone right now. No cornermen. They're just ready to make the ring walk for the biggest fight that boxing can.
Keep your hands up, keep your chin tucked. It's the one and only Ghost with the shadow in the front. And I hope whoever may watch this later on, y'all having a blessed day. Let me check my audio real quick. I'm just gonna upload this and I'm gonna put it on record in case not many people show up. Man, look, man, I can't sleep, bro. I can't sleep. My anxiety is going crazy and shit. So I was like, man, I'll just go live, bro. I don't even care what I'll talk about. It ain't gonna be long. But I'm off this whole week. And I just can't sleep, bro. I don't like it when I get like that. Usually I go on the treadmill or something, but I can't go on the treadmill, bro. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I have respect for my neighbors. Not like these dudes across the street. These dudes been partying for like 2 weeks, bro. I know they don't work. I don't know what they do. But anyway, hope everybody's having a blessed day. Get into a couple of topics real quick. Let me first get the thumbnail real quick. I forgot to upload the thumbnail. Can y'all hear me correctly? Okay. Let me get into the thumbnail real quick. Make sure I have, make sure that's there. That's there. That's uploaded. That's uploaded. Take that off. Upload this over here. I don't know why this is in this section now. I don't know why it saves to over here. You know, but what's crazy is I told you I watch other channels, right? Like, I still watch other channels. So, like, I think it was Black and Brown. I was watching somebody, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. He's like, yo, StreamYard is like $50. And I'm like, $50? Because I don't check my account. It just bills me. Bro, I look at StreamYard, bro. They're charging $50 a month for this. That's crazy, bro. I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more months. I'm gonna find an alternative. I don't get paid for this. That's crazy, bro. That's like that's a couple $100 a year just to go live. I can hit live from my phone, bro. The only reason why I like StreamYard is because I can monitor the comments. I can control who comes here. But I ain't gonna pay you $50 so I can go live on my own channel. Nah, hell no. That's crazy. And they did it without even telling people, bro. I didn't get no email, nothing. Anyway, it is what it is, bro. But I like StreamYard. I've been using StreamYard. I need to find an alternative. But anyway, let me get into first over the weekend. Perfect example of where I did get a prediction wrong. I got it horribly wrong. Was Paro versus Hitchens. What's going on? Yeah, it was, man. I got the Paro fight wrong. You know, I've been saying for months I thought Paro was gonna beat Hitchens. Although I did say the day before the fight. Look, anytime somebody talks shit a certain way, like talking shit is like a part of boxing, right? It ain't like when a person talks shit that really gets me thinking. It's like when a fighter starts saying things like they're almost talking in a way as if they just disregard you as a fighter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's when I start thinking, like, I hope he's not overlooking this guy. Because Paro, to me, never been the type of person to talk a lot of shit. You know, he says what he says. He says, you know, hey, I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do that to you. So I'm watching the lead up to the fight. And he was talking to Hitchens like, it sounded like to me, like he was just disregarding him totally because he based it off on his last fight. And by the way, I still don't like Richardson Hitchens. At least I'm honest. At least I'm honest, bro. But I have my own personal reasons why I don't like Hitchens. I'm not saying I don't like him as a person. I don't know him as a person, but as a fighter, he kind of annoys me. I don't like the fact that when he had a bad performance his last fight, and all we kept hearing is, I hurt my hand. I hurt my hand. Bro, how many fighters do you know fight with injuries? Probably a lot. A lot. And I don't like it when a fighter brings up an injury. I always say as a fan, look, if you're going to bring it up, then don't fight. Because when fighters do that, they do it sometimes right before they fight on fight week. They'll say something like, yeah, well, you know, my shoulder's been, you know, what you mean your shoulder's been? No. So you're setting up, you're setting up an excuse for when you do whatever. And then if you win, then you act like, oh, I beat him with the injury. Like, I don't like that, bro. And Hitchens, when he had a bad performance his last fight, he kept blaming it on his hand, whether it was true or not. That's all I kept hearing, bro. On my hand. Okay, bro. Fine. He said his hand was better this fight. He did better this fight. He beat Paro, bro. Paro sure picked he sure picked the wrong time to fucking not look good. I'll tell you that. I was watching somebody who was talking about Paro, and they had said something like, oh, that dude was always trash. Look when he fought Montana Love. And what do you mean? Like, when I saw him fight Montana Love, to me, he was doing pretty well. And he knocked out Montana Love. It was competitive until Montana Love got caught. But Montana Love wasn't beating the brakes off of him. Like, that was a close fight, bro. You know, anyway, shout out to Hitchens, man. Hitchens says he wants to fight Tio. Okay. Look, as far as my guy Tio, bro, I told you already, man. I don't care who what is going on here, bro? Hold on a second. What is going on here? I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes StreamYard does be acting up, bro, for no reason. Bro, I uploaded it already. Why are you doing that? Give me a second. Where is it at? Right here. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. I got it. Here we go. Okay. I don't care who my guy fights, bro, to be honest with you. I just want to see him back in the ring. I really do. I know a lot of people, I see a lot of people laughing at Tio. They laugh at Tio because he calls out Crawford, because he calls out Tank, because he calls out Boots. But I mean, realistically, like, I don't think people realize, like, Tio, whether he loses or not, like, he'll fight these guys. I don't know why people think he won't fight. Like, I never understood this. Maybe we see things from a different angle. Maybe we do. Which, by the way, not to get off topic, but it never ceases to amaze me how people think. I don't expect people to think like me, okay? Because number one, I'm weird, okay? If you knew me, I'm weird. I'm not normal. And there's some things that I do that's not normal. I overanalyze things. I overthink things. But I don't expect people to think like me. However, I expect people to have, like, common sense, bro. Common sense and compassion. But asking for compassion in 2024 is crazy, bro. It's crazy. Not to get off topic, but you know the dude that got all over the news, that United Health CEO or whatever, and the kid that did what he did. Bro, you literally got like 90% of this country like cheering. Like, this dude is like, bro, listen, at the end of the day, I don't understand what's wrong with people. Okay, the guy had kids just like anyone else, bro. He's got kids. You took someone's life, like, and besides, you don't change anything by taking someone's life. Like, the policies ain't gonna change, bro. That CEO will be replaced the next morning. You doing that ain't gonna do nothing. And you got people over here cheering that shit on. And then you got people, and this does translate into boxing. I'm gonna tell you why. Because sometimes I'll be looking at boxing and the way people break down boxing, and I'm like, how? There's no way they could see that. Like, there's like, what are they looking at, right? And hey man, what's going on, brother? But I'm looking at this. I'm reading the comments. People in the comments, they're so gullible. They're like, oh, I can't believe this kid got caught at McDonald's after doing all that. He gets caught at McDonald's. I don't believe it. What do you mean you don't believe it? What? This kid wasn't an assassin, bro. He wasn't James Bond 007. Why y'all making it seem like he's SEAL Team 6 jumping off the helicopter killing bin Laden? The dude found somebody on social media, knew he was going to be in New York, went there ahead of time and shot him. Like, what is so sophisticated about that? There's nothing sophisticated about it. Like, people is just crazy, bro. Anyway, man, I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole thing of like, I just don't, I don't know. But getting back to boxing, man, I feel like when T.O., for example, like T.O., I feel like people take him as a joke, and that's fine. It is what it is. I know that when he called out Crawford, people were laughing, right? People were laughing. But I will tell you this, like, for instance, that situation. Now, I don't know. Everybody might look at it differently, like, or point back to a different time. But I could tell you when I first saw that T.O. was calling out Crawford. Okay, and what I'm trying to tell you is that there's a I'm not going to say there's a science to it, but what I'm saying is I don't think T.O. just randomly calls, like, you know what I mean? I don't think he just wakes up one day and goes, Crawford, today I'm going to call out Crawford. I don't think he does that. So with the Crawford situation, I remember specifically going back to when he was in camp with Jermaine Ortiz, I believe it was. That fight, you know, that's the fight where everyone got on me because I feel like the guy lost. He was on his bicycle all night. But anyway, leading up to that fight, he started mentioning Crawford, right? And if you go back, you'll see, and this is why I need to start, what I'm going to start doing too, what I think is better, I'm going to start recording these interviews in the background. All right? I'm going to start doing that because just like the other day, motherfuckers is getting mad at me for reporting things that I am seeing. All right. If somebody says fuck you to somebody and I'm like, yo, this guy said fuck you to somebody, don't get mad at me. I'm telling you what the man said. I'm telling you what they're reporting. I'm telling you what was said in an interview. So I'm over here trying to explain myself in my last live, and then I'm over here questioning myself. I'm like, maybe I am wrong. Maybe I'm not. Bear, I get off my live and I go check. Everything I said was fucking reported, bro. Everything I said was reported, and that's what it was said. Like, it's crazy, bro. I'm going to start dropping a link for people that argue with me specifically. I'm going to start dropping a link for you, bro. You could just hop on and talk to me. That's how we're going to do this from now on. If you're going to call me a liar when I'm doing my live from now on, anybody, bro. If you want to, you don't got to agree with me. But if you say that I'm lying, that means you're trying to say that I'm putting out a narrative. I don't put out narratives on my channel. I have opinions on my channel. I'm a small channel. I'm not monetized. I consider myself an underground channel. All right. I go live when I want to go live. I talk about who I want to talk about, but I try to be respectful, and I drop the link for people. If you're going to sit up here and call me a liar, that means that you're trying to say that I'm intentionally trying to plant a narrative, and I'm going to drop the link for you. And you're going to come up here and you're going to tell me why I'm lying, bro. Don't just say I'm lying, bro. Stop that. I don't like that shit. With Ramirez, oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a second, man. You know, when he first quit, by the way, I was like, why did he quit? But looking back at it, yeah, I see why he quit, bro. And I don't know, you know what? I'll say this on that topic, by the way. It's very easy for somebody watching on TV. It's very easy for us to say, this guy's a bum, this guy's scared, or this guy is this. It's very easy for someone like me to do that. Right? But I don't call people cab drivers. I don't call people shit. I know. I say this all the time. The dudes ranked 50, 60, 70, 80s could probably beat the brakes off me and beat the brakes off you. So I kind of like, you know, but I get it. We're fans and we criticize. But if the man is telling you that he can't see, or he dislocated his socket, right? I think he dislocated his socket. I mean, Some people would keep going. Yeah, you're right. And I believe I saw someone saying, because when I went on the highlights, I put something in the comments and somebody was like, but this person kept fighting with the injury. So what? And what happened to them? If you keep fighting with something happens to you, you know, Meldrick Taylor, y'all know who Meldrick Taylor is, but Meldrick Taylor, his style was, he was a boxer, but the dude would scrap with you, right? He would fight with you. And he had an issue of, like, he would get in the fights where his corner would tell him, hey, listen, you got skills to evade. You don't got to be doing this. Go back to jabbing, go back to moving. But he just wasn't built like that. He was like, yo, if you catch me, I'm going to fight you, right? And you saw the fights he had with Chavez and other fights, right? And now look at him talk. The man, I don't even know if he's still alive, but I saw a video. The shit wanted to make me cry. Low key wanted me to, like, it almost made me cry, bro. The man, I could not understand a word that was coming out of this man's mouth, bro. Not a word. Because he's got CTE, he's got dementia, he's got Parkinson's, he's shaking. So the next time somebody's in the ring and they're like, yo, I gotta, what was it? It was the same injury that whatchamacallit had. Somebody tell me the injury in the, what was it? It dislocated his eye socket? No, it was something. There was another fighter that had that. And decided to keep fighting. And I believe that person, by the way, that injury got worse, bro. You see what I'm saying? So I got to look back and see if it was intentional. But to be honest with you, thank you, the orbital bone. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, not to get off topic. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you like this though. If you ever have money like him, the way he responded is the way everyone should respond. By the way, that's how everyone should respond. You either, if you got money and you're a celebrity, bro, I recommend two things. Number one, be prepared for a woman at some point in your life, in your career, to say something, bro. Because there's some trifling women out there. Unfortunately, there is, bro. There is. Almost every rich man in America at some point has probably had some woman say that he tried to do this to me and do that to me. And you could tell if they're just asking for money or whatnot, bro. Okay. I'm not shitting on women because y'all know I respect women, but that's just the truth, bro. There's some grimy ass women out there. He's put in a bad position because he's known that guy for a long period of time. But I'll tell you this, the way he responded is the way that you should respond. You either don't say nothing at all and let your lawyer handle it, or say what he said, which is to come flat out and say, hey, look, man, if you're gonna charge me criminally. Don't take me to court to sue me. No. I deserve to be charged criminally if I did something like that. That's what he said. He said, no, don't sue me. Take it to the prosecutor. Take me to trial. Because that's how I would want somebody that did something like that. Now, do I believe him? I don't know. I mean, but I'm saying if you're going to respond, that's the best way to respond, bro. The best, because I'm going to tell you right now, listen, let's be completely honest. They're making Diddy to seem like this, like he's the devil in human form. Like, so now let me get this straight. Every week, some woman comes out and says that he did something to her 20 years ago. Isn't that suspicious to you? So every woman just decided to stay quiet until now there's an opportunity to get money. And now all these stories are coming up. That's all I'm saying. Who, if you remember, Rolly Romero, I talk about this all the time. Rolly Romero was about to fight Tank, bro. And I still think, bro, call me crazy, call me a conspiracy theorist, bro. But I still think that if they would have fought the first time, I think Rolly had a way better chance of beating Tank. I think he did. I think that whole, I'm not giving him an excuse. I'm not saying he would have beat Tank anyway. But listen to what I'm saying. Rolly was mentally prepared for Tank the first time. He was in good shape. He was already like damn near in shape. and ready to go at the press conference. And if you remember, I think that's the one where he was wearing the fur and Tank was saying, look at this motherfucker wearing a fur at 70 degrees out, wearing a fur, remember? And then right after that press conference, some woman comes out and says Rolly did something to her. And what did they do? This kid is about to get the biggest fight of his life, the biggest payday in his life, going to be on Showtime pay-per-view, and they take the fight from him. They take the fight from him and say, unfortunately, us, Showtime or PBC, we don't want to be affiliated in case something he did. So until we get this resolved, we're withdrawing him from the fight. And then Pitbull Cruz came in. You saw what happened. And then afterwards, we found out the girl lied. And then they scheduled the Tank fight again. But look at how many months had passed, bro. Months had passed. I'm pretty sure he was stressed out. But it turned out to be a lie. It probably messed up his career. Rolly ain't been the same since, bro. Rolly ain't been the same since. I mean, the kid gets knocked out in sparring. Gets dropped in sparring. In sparring, you're wearing bigger gloves and you're wearing headgear. He struggled in damn near every one of his fights since he's lost. He lost again to Pitbull Cruz. I damn near had a heart attack watching that fight. I'm just saying, man. It's messed up, bro. I don't like shit like that, bro. But I will say this though, if you do that to a woman, you're a piece of shit, obviously, bro. I don't condone that. I'm just saying not everyone's telling the truth, bro. All right? Especially when it comes to money. When it comes to money and suing somebody, bro, I'm very skeptical. Because you got two types of people. You got one person that thinks, oh, they can't do nothing to me. I got money. Right? So they're gonna do whatever. They're a loose cannon. But then you got other people that are literally they're careful. They know they got money. They know they can fuck up their career. So they're extra careful and they still get allegations. Just, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. But do I think he did? Yeah. It's kind of fucked up, but yeah, I think he's guilty. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of rumors with that guy. The orbital bone. So let me get back to over here. So the orbital, there was another fighter who got an orbital fracture, I believe. Trying to remember who was it? Was it Oscar Valdez? Was it Oscar Valdez? It was Oscar Valdez, wasn't it? I think it was Oscar Valdez. I think it was him. Hold on. No, I'm talking about recently. Oh yeah, he got KO'd, brother. Of course. I'm just saying he was better prepared the first time around. Surely that affects you. That's got to affect you. Going into camp, losing weight, mind you, that first time around, he was already kind of in shape and everything. And then you get pulled out and you got to face allegations and then you got to reschedule. I'm just saying, I don't think it helped him. He probably would have lost anyway. You're right. But you got to admit, Rolly was. That's another thing too. Rolly's been hurt so many times. My guy doesn't even want to talk shit anymore. Have you seen that? Rolly used to be like this. Rolly used to be ignorant as hell. He say, I know I ain't got no skills. Like, I know dudes can outbox me, but once they feel my power, I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Like, he would talk like that. Now he's like, he's like real hesitant. He's like, it's almost like he knows in the back of his head, like, shit, I fuck around, I might lose this fight too. So now he don't even talk shit anymore. Man, that messed up. I mean, but Rolly made money. How much is Rolly worth, by the way? Not that matters, but I hope he got some good money out of this boxing shit. How much did Rolly? Oh, Rolly's worth about $6 million. Shit. Okay, shit. I take back what I said. He doing just fine. But it was Ugas, bro. Or no, Dubois had a little. Did Dubois have? I know Dubois quit from an eye poke. You're talking about when he fought, what's his name? Joe Joyce, right? No, I think Oscar Valdez had a broken orbital bone in one of his fights. Let me make sure I'm getting this correctly. Or broken jaw. Broken jaw. I'm sorry. It was a broken jaw. Okay. Still, there's fighters that get injured and they keep going, right? All right, fine. You show the heart of a warrior, but if something permanently happens to you, bro, was it worth it? Was to me, I'm just saying, was it worth it? Especially if you got family. I know y'all don't want to hear that because y'all as fans is like, I'm just trying to see someone get fucked up. I understand that. I understand that. But we human beings too. People get hurt, bro. Like, people got kids and family and shit. Like, it's easy for you to be like, man, fuck that. It's only 5 more rounds left. 5 more rounds left. It was a little weird how he quit, though. It was a little weird because he quit off a shot that wasn't even powerful at all. Like, it wasn't like he got caught and got dropped or got rocked. It was literally just like, I think it was like a jab. Was it not? Was it a jab? It was like, it was something real little. And can y'all hear that, by the way? Bro, 7 days, bro, since I've last talked to y'all, these dudes don't stop partying, bro. Playing that rock music, drinking, bro. For like, this is like 4 weeks going, bro. 4 weeks, what time is it? I know the people downstairs must hate your ass, bro. I know they hate you. I know, man. Glad you don't live where I'm at, bro. That shit, we would have a problem. Yeah, he got hit, and it looked like it didn't even look like he got hit that hard. He just turned around and started walking away. But a broken orbital bone is, to me, I mean, that's damn, bro. That's what's holding your eye. I believe that's what's holding your eye in place, is it not? I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Anything that has to do with your vision, bro. Come on, man. Now, if that man would have went blind, right? Would it have been worth it? Why? So a couple of strangers on YouTube that he doesn't even know could sit there and type, man, he a warrior, bro. Yeah, he that guy. Yeah, for like a week or two. Then that shit just goes away. But he's permanently blind now. But don't worry. 20 years from now, he could tell his grandkids, yeah, but you know, them kids on YouTube was like, yeah, stood my ground. Fuck that. In a way, I understand Tank. As far as Tank saying what he's saying, I'm not saying I agree with Tank, by the way. I'm not even saying I believe Tank, by the way. I don't believe a lot of shit. I will tell you this. Tank, I'm not trying to get off topic, but I did want to say this about the other week when he said I'm going to retire. I will say this about Tank, and I've said this before. To me, that man is more truthful than a lot of fighters. And I know y'all going to disagree with me, but I think he's more truthful than Devin. I think he's more truthful than T.O., Ryan. I'm not saying he doesn't lie, but I'm saying I believe the man is kind of truthful with a lot of things that he says. Why? Number one, and his fans don't want to admit this, right? His fans don't want to admit this, like, you know, the crazy Tank fans, right? But he openly on camera said, I'm not gonna fight Loma. Now, whether you want to interpret that as Floyd didn't want him to fight, he didn't want to fight, regardless. The man said like 5 years. People have tried to go on and debunk this or whatever, bro. He said it twice, by the way. He doesn't even deny it, right? Also, there's a video of him with Inouye. He's with what's his name? Reporting. What's the guy's name? Reporting. Ellie Setback, right? And she's showing him. Y'all ever seen that clip where he's showing him like on the phone, like, look at Inouye, right? And Tank takes the phone and he's like, that guy's good. No, that guy's good. He kept saying that guy's he's good. No, he's good, right? He was honest. Most fighters wouldn't have done that. Especially a lot of these younger fighters, they don't. It's like a lot of dudes on YouTube. They don't want to admit when they're wrong. They don't want to give other people credit. I don't know. To me, you look stupid when you do that, but it is what it is. But to me, he's been honest in that area. when he was frustrated with Floyd, he made it known he was frustrated with Floyd. So do I believe him that he's gonna retire? I can tell you this. I don't think it's, and I said this on my live, I don't think it's just his decision. I think something's going on. Something is going on over at PBC, bro. I truly believe that. By the way, as boxing fans, we've been lied to and lied to and lied to. We've been lied to a lot. You know, I remember when the Zone started and the Zone said they weren't going to give us no pay-per-views, right? Remember that? The whole purpose of us paying monthly and getting a subscription is that so we don't have to pay for pay-per-views. And what ended up happening? We still get pay-per-views, right? We don't get them as much as PBC and everything, but we still get them. From my understanding, PBC, when they got this deal with Amazon, they were upfront and told us, hey, we don't have a lot of money. Like they're not allotting us money. We got to pay for everything. We got to pay for the presser and everything, which is why Tank's conference looked ghetto. How many people were talking about how ghetto it is? I heard they were handing out, I don't know how true this is. I never been to them shits. I heard they were handing out cookies and like water or some shit. You know how they always got different types of food at these press conferences? They probably got like, fruit in the back. There's what was the video with Errol Spence and Tank years ago? And they're in the back and there's like a whole bunch of shit. There's fresh fruit, there's candy, there's meat, there's rice. It's like a damn party almost, right? They literally had just little cookies. They probably got from the little bodega or some shit. That's because Amazon is they're not fronting the money. PBC is, right? And PBC, they only put on how many events this year? 5 or 6. To my understanding, 5 or 6. And they were all their money makers, bro. It was Tank, it was Canelo, Tim Tszyu, Tank, like I think it was Canelo twice. Tank, Frank Martin, Tank is going to be another, like, I know Tim Tszyu started it. Tim Tszyu got another one. And we were supposed to get free events. Were we not? How many free events have we gotten from PBC? How many? I know the first one that they gave us was fire as hell. It was, I ain't denying the action. Because that was Tim Tszyu versus Bakram. I believe that was their free one. Then we got another free one coming up, I believe. But anyway, I think something's going on over there. There's a lot of fighters that did not fight this year. And I don't know, man. I hope they either go to the Zone or go to, I don't know. Anyway, bro, with Tank, I do feel like he might retire. The only thing that I'm going to say this, I don't care if he does. If he does without fighting all these dudes, it is what it is, bro. People ain't going to give a fuck. I'm going to tell you that right now. 90% of people are going to be like, you're going to retire without fighting Tio, without fighting Devin, without fighting Shakur, without fighting that damn near one person on that list that he was talking about. People ain't going to care, bro. They're going to tell you, go ahead, retire. That's what they're going to tell you. But I also think it has something to do with PBC. And I was watching a Lamont Roach fight yesterday. I've seen a couple. I want to make it clear because I was like trashing. I wasn't trashing him, but he's not a bad fighter. Lamont Roach isn't a bad fighter. Okay, he's not even close to being trash. He's good on his feet. He's got good ring IQ. But I'm gonna tell you like this: like you can get mad at me all you want. I do not see a huge difference between him and Frank Martin. In fact, Frank Martin versus Lamont Roach would be a very close fight. Who you think would win that fight? Like they fight sort of similar to me, by the way. They fight sort of similar. I believe Lamont Roach is a little bit more quicker, puts it together, like combinations a little bit more, but they fight similar. And Lamont Roach got less power than Frank Martin. And he's moving up in weight, right? So I'm not trashing him. I'm just saying. I hate saying I don't want to see fights, but I kind of don't want to see that fight. I'm not paying $90, bro. Why pay $90 when we got the best card coming up that we've seen in what, the past 10 years, 20 years maybe? And the man is putting it on for $25. Am I correct? $25. Yeah, Devon, I'm not questioning Tank's skills, brother. I'm not. I take shit all the time on this channel for fucking sticking up for the kid. I'm saying if he retires, bro, without fighting nobody, bro, nobody's gonna care, Devon. Fine, you might care. There's not gonna be a lot of people ain't gonna listen. It ain't even like he fought one of the people on the list that we've wanted. Okay, who have you wanted? I'm gonna ask you, who have you wanted to see Tank fight? He fought Ryan. Under what conditions? Look at the conditions he fought Ryan under. I don't even know what to believe when it comes to Shakur and Tank anymore. I don't know who's lying. But we ain't never gonna see that fight. Keyshawn called out Tank. So Keyshawn called out Tank. Shakur called out Tank. T.O. called out Tank. All these three dudes called him out, bro. All of them. Whether you think they joking or not, that's the truth. Shakur called them out. Keyshawn called them light. Remember, he kept saying light skin, right? So, and then, of course, T.O. always talking shit. So you got three people that's constantly calling this man out. So you can't, like, for people that's like, at some point, Tank is the A side. The one thing I agree with Shakur Stevenson with what he said, though, and it does make sense. Think about it. When you fight Tank, you know you not the A side, you the B side. So what does that mean? That means you can't ask for shit. Shit ain't gonna go your way. It ain't gonna go your way. You're gonna get the money that they're gonna give you. You're gonna fight at the venue that they're gonna want you to fight at. You not coming out last. Tank gonna come out last. They might even tell you what gloves to wear and a rehydration clause or whatever, a catch weight. Regardless, they'll put on a whole bunch of shit just so you can fight him. Because he's the A side, he's the attraction, he's the one that people know more and people come to see, and he is an exciting fighter. I'll never take that away from Tank. Exciting as fuck, bro. Exciting as fuck. And people that hate Tank, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Y'all watching those knockouts. Stop it, bro. Don't act like when Tank fight, you fucking that day you don't watch boxing. Stop lying. Y'all act like when y'all that don't like Tank though, y'all act like the fight comes on and y'all literally like, I'm not watching boxing today. Nope, I'm not. Fuck out of here. You guys watch it just like I watch it, and the next person watches it. You may not like it, like the opponent, but you know somebody getting knocked out. So at some point, bro, I feel like you can call it a bluff, bro. Call it a bluff. How much? What is the card with the Turkey Al Sheikh, by the way? So when is that card, by the way? I mean, this shit is crazy. If I was PBC, I would have lowered the pay-per-view off of principle. Do you know how that looks, bro? That looks crazy. So here you have hold on. I think it's this one, is it? Yeah. February 22nd card. Okay, hold on. Turk Al-Ashiki. February 22nd card. I should just take a picture of it, bro. Now, as you know, Shit could probably change with the fighters and everything. But yeah, let me take a snapshot of that. Hold on. Right there. Take that. Snapshot. Go over here. Take this off. Upload it through here. Right here. Okay. So you have Gervonta versus Lamont Roach. By the way, who is on that undercard? Who's fighting on his undercard? It doesn't matter who's fighting on the undercard. You want to know why? Because you're charging $90. $90 for us to see a fight that we already know the outcome, right? Whereas, correct me if I'm wrong, this guy's putting on probably one of the best fight cards we've seen in the past decade or so. And he's charging $25? That's crazy. $25 versus $90. I like PBC should have just lowered the price off. They should have just lowered it off a principle. I mean, when is Tank fighting? When is Tank? I don't even know his date, bro. I don't even know his date. When is he fighting Lamont Roach? Let me see. Next year in March, ain't it? Yeah, March 1st, bro. Oh my goodness, March 1st. Oh shit. El Rayo is going to be fighting Antoine Russell. Did y'all see that? That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Oh shit, in March. So El Rayo would be defending his belt, correct? Hold on. Let's share the screen real quick. Hold on a second. Right here. Yeah. That's a good fight, bro. El Rayo versus and wait. Which brother is this? Is this the one that lost? His last fight, which is a close fight, by the way. Yeah. Is this Gary Russell or is this Antoine? Wait, I think that is Antoine, right? Let me see. They all got the same damn last name. How many of them is there? 3 or 4? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we talking about Antoine. That's a good fight, bro. That's a good fight. That's a good. I like that fight. I think that's a perfect fight for El Rayo stylistically. Oh man, I can't wait. And I be watching El Rayo's training camps. I don't know why. I like watching I watch his training camps. I watch Raymond Ford's training camps because they post it a lot. Not everybody posts their training, but I follow them. You be seeing David Benavidez a lot too, with El Rayo, but I don't know is he still with Benavidez Sr.? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's a good fight. Stylistically, that's a good fight. And Antoine Russell has that type of style that could complicate things for anybody. Yeah. We're going to definitely see. I think El Rayo is going to box more. By the way, El Rayo showed me that he can move. He ain't the greatest technical boxer now. Don't get me wrong, but when he fought Pitbull, he was moving. He was throwing the jab. He was moving. He was winning. Like, you know what I mean? He didn't stand there like when he fought and got knocked out against I think it was De Los Santos when he got knocked out standing in the pocket. So I think this is a good test for him. Antoine Russell is a good test for anybody. But anyway, is that card $25? It is, right? Let me see. Because shit always changes. Oh, which by the way, is HLD here? Is he here? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna start dropping a link for his ass, bro. I fucks with HOD, that's my guy, but bro, he was another one too. I'm sitting here telling y'all what's exactly being said, and he's in the comments like, no, you don't know the story. No, you don't. No, brother. You don't know. You don't know. You literally had me double checking when I got off live. I'm like, damn, was I like, what was I lying to people? Like, was I putting? Because I'm serious with that, bro. Like, if I'm putting out wrong information, or I say something wrong, like if you go back to my lives, you'll see sometimes I'll put an edit. If you go down in the comments, I put edit. Like if I say something wrong, like if I say, I don't know, if I say Antoine Russell is undefeated, which we know he's got one loss, right? If I say he's undefeated and I catch that listening back to the live, I will go to my live, I will put an edit and I will put the timestamp in there and I will say, my bad. He's got one loss against this guy. That's how I am with my information. So I don't like to poison people. I don't like to lie. I have my own opinions. I get it. Don't come up here and tell me, bro. HOD had me checking my shit. Like, am I lying to the people? I wasn't lying to nothing. I know exactly what Turk Al-Sheikh said. Okay. Turk Al-Sheikh. Now, do I think it's a great idea? Which, by the way, what I'm talking about is Virgil Ortiz versus Madrimov. And you know what? I'm gonna go back to that topic, by the way, because so you got some people that was saying, obviously you got everyone saying that Boots ducked, right? Now, I mean, obviously there's really not too much that you could argue with that. I'm not saying Boots is scared, but just for the Boots thing, there's really not too much that you could say because him and his promoter put themselves in a bad situation where it looks bad on them. It does. Number one, you had a bad performance, bro, against a guy that you was fighting a second time, and you should have beat easier. You should have beat him easier this time around. You struggled with them the first time, and this was your opportunity to go in there and say, hey, look, that last performance, nah. That's what a lot of fighters that give rematches, like Floyd and Lennox Lewis and the dudes that they gave them to prove to people like, oh, hell no. Hell no. Nah, these people got it in their head that this guy almost beat me. And so they give him the rematch and then they usually either knock him out or it's so far-sighted. They're like, nah, you see? That first time was a mistake or it was a bad night at the office or whatever. The rematch was given, it was sanctioned, right? I don't even think he wanted to fight. But either way, it don't matter. It was sanctioned. You fought the man a second time, you struggled. And Boots is my guy. It is what it is. He struggled. Then I called this out because it's the truth. It's the truth. And y'all know how I am. I would say it with TR, I'll say it with Crawford. I don't care. I don't show favoritism in that regard. The truth is before that fight, leading up to the fight, they had the little promotion and shit on camera. And he's on camera taking Bam Rodriguez around Philly, right? He's like, oh, yeah, that's my guy. I'm going to show him around Philly and shit. You're on camera there saying, yeah, so I'm going to unify and I'm going to go on. My plan is to go undisputed here at welterweight. That's what you were saying. As a Boots fan, I'm telling you, that's what you were saying. Right after the fight, you struggle. The first thing that come out of your mouth is, I don't know, maybe I should go up to 154. Now, he didn't say he struggled to make the weight. He said, no, I felt good. I felt good. I just feel like if I moved up to 154, my power would be more than what it is, right? Isn't that what he said? That's what he said. Then you got his promoter, Eddie Hearn, saying what the fuck he says. So in that regard, when Virgil Ortiz called you out and whatever, regardless who hit you up, who didn't, whatever, it does look like a duck in that regard. I'm not saying you're scared of him, but that's just the truth. Now, in the same situation, you got motherfuckers trying to say that Virgil is ducking Xander Zayas. I wish that was true. I wish that was true because y'all know I love my people. I'm waiting for the next Trinidad. I'm sorry, bro. I don't see nothing in I don't see nothing in Xander that this man is scared to fight, bro. That's just me. Like he literally had he went to war with Boachuk, who was a champion, who a lot of people thought he was trash because people didn't know his name. And they said the same thing about Bakram when Tim Tszyu was going to fight Bakram. A lot of these dudes from Europe and shit, them dudes, bro, they're straight. Look at this guy. This guy's he's nuts, bro. He's nuts. But anyway, I don't think he's scared of Xander. But anyway, I'm going back to that night because when I was here doing my live, I think it was HOD kept saying, no, you're I think he said something like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know. No, you don't know what you're talking about. And it literally had me questioning myself, bro. It had me questioning myself. I was like, am I putting out false information? So then I get off the fucking live and I find Turk saying it himself. And I recorded this shit where he explains why. He explains why. And for those that don't know what I'm saying, for people that I don't know, I'm sure there's a little small people that don't even know what I'm saying. On this card, where Virgil Ortiz is, to the right, you see Israel Madrimov. Madrimov is also fighting coming up. He's fighting, I believe he's fighting this month. Is he fighting this month or is he fighting next month? Then this fight is on February 22nd. So which means that's a quick turnaround, right? And he was supposed to be fighting Boachuk. No, he is fighting Boachuk. The same guy that Virgil Ortiz struggled with. So that's a dangerous fight. So to take that fight and to come out unscathed and then get right back in camp to fight another killer is crazy. But the Turk Al-Sheikh made it clear. He's like, yo, hold on a second, bro. First off, fighters used to do that all the time. And he's not lying. Fighters did, but we in a different generation, though. That's what somebody needs to tell him that. We in a different generation. Yes, fighters used to do that a lot. Ali and all this other shit. Like, the further you go back, dudes was fighting frequently, bro. And they weren't ducking no smoke and they were fighting anybody, right? But the issue becomes, if he fights Boachuk, is he going to take so much damage that he's not going to be able to fight on February 22nd, right? And all I was reporting is what the Turk said. The Turk said that he called him, and I'm going to play it for you right here, because they asked him, well, why did you pick Madrimov knowing that he's fighting and they got to fight again, right? Like everyone was wondering, right? Because people thought he was lying. And he literally says in there why. I'm going to play it for you right now. He says, he alludes to the fact that he likes Madrimov, right? And he says he feels guilty. He feels guilty that he had that fight with Crawford. And he's not saying he's mad that Crawford won, but he's saying he feels guilty that it played out the way that it did. That it was a kind of close fight. He lost and he doesn't have many fights as a professional, and he wants to give him a shot at the title. That's why he did that. And then he says to him, he said Madrimov says to him, if I'm not injured, meaning if I physically can't fight, then I can't. But if I could fight, I'm a fight. And then the Turk says to him, okay, win or lose, I want you to fight. And that's what I was saying that night when I went live. And motherfuckers down here telling me, no, that's not what's going on. No, how you going to tell me, bro? Unless you talk to the fucking Turk yourself on the phone, then you need to start posting your conversations with this man. You need to start posting your conversations with him, because you be having me go off live thinking I'm lying to people at my channel, only to go fucking find it 5 minutes later. That shit had. I'm gonna start dropping the link for people that do that, bro. So it was right here. Okay, I'm gonna play this for you. It's about 2 minutes long, but this is important. This is important. Just listen to it. I'm gonna go use the bathroom too.
Okay, so I'll go first. Was Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis. It does not happen, and we get the announcement that it's Virgil versus Israel Madrimov. Number one, why isn't it Boots Ennis?
First of all, you put 3 options before this, right?
Well, the one that I think we both wanted to see was Virgil versus Boots Ennis, and then we were talking about.
First of all, he gave us his word, and in the end, he changed his mind. What I can do for him?
Oh no, we're
I
not.
cannot force him.
We're not blaming you. What did he say to you? Like, how did he change his mind? He said he was in and then he's out?
He's not connecting with me directly, but suddenly he changed his mind and he stopped answering, and he doesn't want to go to 153. And this is his choice.
And so why did you go with Israel, especially considering Israel has a fight on December 21st?
Before quarter hours, you give 3 options. Tell me the 3 options, please.
Go at it.
Okay, so the options were Sebastian Fundora, the WBC champion.
The people on PPC, they said to us they finishing fight for him against Spence. What can I do?
And then the number 1 option, when I spoke to Virgil, was Terence Crawford. That's the dream option.
I try and I push to do this fight, but Crawford now is not ready. He have small little health issue, little injured, but he prefer to fight with us after May.
Yeah, I think this option is good, Israel Madrimov. I think my only concern is that he fights December 21st.
I cannot put the poster without with question mark. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as a space. The problem? Ortiz, I give him my word after his fight in the Las Vegas, and he's waiting long. You understand me? We tried to put him in the car in December, and he wasn't ready. In February, I have a contract with him, and I guarantee for him 1 fight. Okay, this is the options. He cannot wait. I think Israel is perfect. Of course, this is not mean we don't respect another fighter he will be against in December. You know, I call and I have a long call with Israel around half hours, and I support him because I like this guy. He's clean, he's white heart. He give me great performance against Crawford in LA. I have little guilt to push him to take this fight against legend like Crawford and lose for the first time in his life. In the beginning of his career, you understand me, he just have 10 fights. And I call him, I said to him, usually people like Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, in their peak, usually they fight 4 or 5 times in the year. Are you ready to get fight against Ortiz and have chance again to have world title? You understand me? He said to me, if I am not injured or nothing happened in the fight, I am ready. I said to him, okay, I want you winning or losing. I want you to fight with Ortiz. It will be great fight. And this is make me in position, delivered for Ortiz fight. As I said to him, you have fight with me until we have another bigger fight like Crawford or something like this.
Is there a backup, though, for Virgil Ortiz if, for whatever reason, Israel can't compete 2 months later?
Yeah, of course.
And who is that?
You talk with Riyadh Season.
All right. So I wasn't putting nothing in nobody's mouth. The man said, win or lose, I want you to fight.
I said to him, okay, I want you winning or losing. I want you to fight with Ortiz. Winning or losing, I want you to fight with Ortiz. Winning or losing, I want you to fight with Ortiz. It will be good.
I shouldn't have to do this, bro. I shouldn't have to do this, bro. Just don't. Next time I'm doing a lot, bro, I'm telling you, the next person that's like, you're lying, I'm dropping the fucking link. You're going to come up in here. You're going to tell me I'm lying to my face. You're going to show me where I'm lying. You're going to show me where my information is. Because, bro, before I go live, I know what I'm going to talk about. I know what the fuck I'm going to talk about before I go live. I've been doing this for a couple of years. I know I don't got a lot of subscribers, but I've been doing this for a long enough time to know I have topics when I go live, bro. I don't just go live and start making up shit. And if I don't know it, I'll ask y'all. I'll be like, for real, like just right now, I didn't know El Rayo was gonna fight Antoine Russell. I just found that out right now. I just found it out right now as I'm going through, like, scrolling. I don't like that, bro. Like, I'm over here telling you, you made me think that I was actually putting out a false narrative. And I literally, when I got off the live, I went back that same day. I'm like, no, I know what he said. I know what he said. The man said he doesn't want to disrespect his opponent, meaning Boachuk. He feels bad that Madrimov lost a close fight to Crawford, and he wants to give him a title shot. And on the other hand, he promised Ortiz a fight, and he can't put a question mark up there, right? But he likes Madrimov, and he tells him, hey, yo, Mike, Ali, they used to fight frequently all the time. Madrimov says, hey, listen, if I'm not injured, meaning if I maybe, I don't know, broken orbital bone, I don't know, something. But if he gets beat up a little bit, he's saying, no, I'll fight as long as I'm not injured. So then the Turk makes it clear to him, I want you, win or lose, to fight him. So that was that day. I don't know if something has changed since then. You see how I'm being honest with you? I don't know if something has changed since then. But that is what I was reporting on that day. And motherfuckers was trying to tell me that I was lying. So if he pulled out, then he pulled out. But at the time, what I was saying, I know what I was saying, bro. I know what I was saying. So unless you talk to the motherfucker yourself, like, don't do that to me, bro. I don't like that. So sometimes I don't know if y'all trolling. Like, I get y'all trolling, but the ones who question me as if I'm lying or I'm doing a narrative, that shit I don't like. That shit, I'm gonna drop the link. You need to tell me right now what I'm doing wrong. From now on, anyone that does that, I don't care if it's HOD. I fucks with HOD. He's always been here since day one. The moment motherfucker had me thinking that I was like what I just, like what I saw didn't happen. Nothing, Devon. Nothing, Devon. If you didn't catch it, then you didn't catch it, brother. Yeah, I said everything but the Uber driver. Yep. He hasn't fought nobody. Yep. Yeah, that's definitely an opinion. The fuck did that? He got a shrunken head. What you mean? Yeah, yeah. So he pulled out. So obviously now when you look at it and you read between the lines, is he still scheduled for this fight? Let me ask y'all. Is he still scheduled for the 22nd? He is, against Ortiz, right? So that would tell you why he kind of pulled out. But I still think it's a good fight. Oh, and by the way, going back to what you said, Devon, this is another thing I wanted to point out. It can't be a duck when you got the Turk, the man who's paying the money, brother. The man who's paying the money is telling you he's not fighting him. I want him to fight Madrimov. Like, how is that a duck, bro? Like, how? I don't understand. He didn't tell Virgil, hey, Virgil, I want you to fight Xander Zayas next. And then Xander said, Virgil said, nah, I don't want to fight Xander. Okay, then we'll find Madrimov. That's not how it went. That's not how it went. He said they had names. And by the way, what was the names they said that they had, by the way? Fundora. He said, couldn't do Fundora. Why? Fundora is still making a Spence fight. I don't know when they're gonna fucking make the Spence fight. This shit's been supposedly been talked about for I don't know how long now. But anyway, they need to hurry up and make that fight. But he says that fight was being made. He said Crawford. He said Crawford had an injury or a little health issue. Passed up on it. And then who was the other one? Boots. You heard what he said with Boots. Now the thing with Boots, I don't know, man. I don't know how I could say. I'm not saying he's scared. I'm just saying it's very weird. It's very weird, and this is why I feel like honesty is the best policy, bro. Because when you lie, you got to remember a lie. If you don't tell the truth, you got to remember what you said. So it's easy for me to say when I'm wrong. It's easy for me to tell the truth. I don't give a fuck, bro. Because if I lie, I got to remember my lies. I ain't got time for that. What? T.O.? No, I don't think he's cloud chasing. No. And here goes the thing. It's very easy to check if that's true. Now, I don't know how true this was. But is it true that an offer was sent to them already? Now I saw that. Here, I'm being honest with you. I saw that from the Boxing Voice when they were reporting that. I don't know how true that is. I know I was outside at the time, and I went onto their live, and right there it was the dude was arguing with him, saying T.O. doesn't really want to fight him, and he's like, well, no, he did. They put an offer out there, and I think it's Bob Arum said that. Did Bob Arum say that? See, I don't know, so I'm gonna find out right now. But no, I don't think T.O. was clout chasing, just like I don't think T.O. was clout chasing with Crawford. Now, whether he would have won or not is two different things, bro. But no, I don't. And another reason why I feel like he's I know Tank, he said at 140, but I think another reason why T.O. is asking to go in those higher weights. I don't know him personally, like how somebody like Punch does or whatever, but 140 is kind of hard to make too. You know what I mean? Like 135 is harder, but 140 ain't that easy either. You saw how long Ryan stayed at 140. How long? Like a fight or two, 3 fights. And Ryan wasn't even fighting at 140. Ryan was fighting at catch weights, like 142 and a half, 143 point something. Like his father is on camera saying, yeah, Ryan fights at what did he say? Something weird. Like Ryan fights at 142 or 143. And somebody was like, 140, that's not a division. He's like, no, that's where my son fights. He doesn't care about belts. He's got a name. If you want to fight us, you're going to fight at that. He's pulling the Tank shit. Maybe, Ryan's another one. That came out and told you he don't care about belts. He's another one. He said, I don't care about hardware. I'm not saying I agree with it, bro. I'm not saying I agree with any of this. I don't know why people like don't get upset with the messenger, bro. And I'm not if I'm not talking to you, you don't gotta ask me, bro. I know why I'm saying what I'm saying, bro. I've been dealing with the same people for a long period of time. If you have to ask yourself who am I talking to, then I'm not talking to you. If you even have to remotely ask yourself, who is he talking about? It's not about you. Who, Ryan? Yeah. I went off on Ryan. I went off on Ryan the day that Devin took the money for his fight. I said he was unprofessional. But I also said Devin shouldn't be complaining if he took the money, but it is unprofessional. Just like what Lemos did. That shit, I'm glad Lemos got knocked out, bro. I'm glad I was pulling for Keyshawn all week to do that shit to him. I don't like that. I don't like it when a person purposely avoids to not cut weight when everyone knows that the last couple of pounds that you cut weight are the most crucial. And that's what drains you, and they exert so much energy. And I say it all the time. Go to the UFC. I gotta find the name of that documentary. The UFC made a documentary after a fight where this fighter, what was his name? Dillashaw. I think he got popped. He got popped and got suspended. I don't watch the UFC like that. I think his name was Dillashaw. He got popped and got suspended for like 2 or 3 years. But I think they're like, I think it was that fight. He did this weight cut. And the shit was dangerous. Like, they have it on camera how he looked. I mean, that was the closest to me seeing someone being dead and still breathing in front of me. It was the most horrible picture I've ever seen. It looked like The Walking Dead after they apply all the makeup. The dude looked dead, bro. And it was because of that fight. They implemented, they had the little documentary that they made, and that's when they implemented. And I don't know, they got to still do it. I don't watch UFC like that, but I know that at that time that's when they said, from now on, there will be a medical team available during fight week when dudes are cutting weight. Because you had dudes passing out and dudes not got to help them to go up. Y'all remember Frank Martin when he came in against Tank? Frank Martin almost fell taking off his hoodie. I mean, you could have just went like this to the dude. He would have just fell right over, yo. Tank was even laughing at him. Tank was like, I already got you beat. Look at you. Like, that shit is for real. So when a person doesn't make weight, bro, that shit is a professional. I don't like it. Don't care who does it, bro. No, I don't usually go on. I mean, I have a Discord, but I'll usually. Now on Discord, let me make it clear. Discord, you can't record like this, right? It's damn, these motherfuckers is loud as hell, bro. Isn't Discord like isn't it similar to like what Twitter be doing with their Twitter Spaces? What Spaces has, you know, the shit that I saw Ryan Garcia go on a lot. They go on there and they just talk and have a conversation, but you can't really see nothing. You just see the little bubbles. Is it like that? Who's Glenn? Major Key? Is that Major Key? Yeah, I don't, you know, me and him just don't talk no more. Guido just stopped calling. I think Guido's just doing his own thing. Guido, you know, I don't, matter of fact, I don't talk to anybody. Really, I do my own thing, bro. And it's no disrespect to anybody either. Like, I say that all the time too. Like, I watch other channels, bro. It's funny too, because I be sitting back watching all these channels and like half of them don't even like each other and they be taking shots at each other. That should be like, I just be looking at it like, all right, it is what it is. I'm just here to talk boxing, bro. Like, I don't got beef with nobody. I told you when I started, I watched Black and Brown still, right? I don't talk to him, but I still watch his channel because I know he has a boxing take. And watching his channel, I found out the fucking StreamYard is $50. $50. That's crazy. I'm finding something else, bro. They ain't even tell me nothing. $50, bro. That is the lowest. That is the lowest form they're offering. That's crazy, bro. That's a complete ripoff, bro. Oh, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, hey, man, them weight cuts are bad, bro. Them weight cuts are bad, you know? So, do you understand, though? And listen, here goes another thing. This is why you can't get mad at, like, Ryan can't get mad at Tank. I knew Ryan was going to do that, bro. I knew Ryan was going to do that. The whole time you got Oscar telling him, oh, yo, don't do it. Don't do it. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. He's going to do this, do that. No. I want to, yeah, he's hard-headed. Then when he loses, the first thing he says is, oh, look what Tank did to me. No, I don't want it. Nah. You agreed to it, brother. It's the same way with Devin. When you came overweight and Devin could have clearly called the fight off, he doesn't. you know, you pay him money and he takes it. So the first thing he says is, oh, well, look, it was the extra couple of pounds. This was before the whole fucking PED thing. YB, I don't know what happened to YB. I don't see him no more. Yeah, that's a good question, brother. Didn't he had a channel too, didn't he? Yeah, I no, you know what? I did see him, Puro. I did see him. He came by here like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but he came by really quickly, and he came by when I was ending a live. Unless somebody was using his avatar, but he did. He came by and was like, Shadow. And I was like, oh shit, haven't seen you, but I was ending my live. I haven't seen him since. But yeah, that's a good question. I don't know where he's at. There goes the dude of the hour, bro. The dude of the hour. Just go back and watch, brother. I don't want to explain myself again, but you know, look, you know I fucks with you, HLD. And you know what? No, I'm gonna say it. You know I fucks with you, HLD. But you literally had me in my last live because I don't like poisoning people. I don't like telling lies or narratives. You had me thinking I was putting out a narrative. And I literally, like, I got off the live and I literally went to the interview and I'm like, no, this is what the guy said. This is exactly what he said. Now, I don't know why he was doing that. I don't know why he was doing that. The whole because I went live. I went live right after. Here. I clipped it in case you couldn't. Now I played the whole thing. I'm not gonna play it again. I played the whole thing with the Turk al-Sheikh when he was talking about why he told Madrimov, and I heard now that Madrimov pulled out, says he's got bronchitis or whatever. But at the end of the day, we know he's fighting. I believe he's still fighting on the 22nd. But I had just got done watching the video where the Turk explains why he picked Madrimov. And he says, I couldn't do Fundora. They're supposed to be fighting Spence. I couldn't do Crawford. Crawford had a health something. I just got done playing it. Then he said, Boots gave me his word. Then he says he doesn't want to go. I can't force him to do that. I picked Madrimov because, number one, back in the days, dudes like Ali and everybody, they used to fight frequently. And I felt bad because he lost to Crawford. And I really think he's a genuine guy. In so many words, I'm saying it. You know, his English is broken. Then he says, I called him and I said, hey, are you ready to fight against Ortiz? This is no disrespect to your opponent coming up. And he says, if I'm not injured, I'll fight you. Meaning, like, I don't know, broken or over the bone, some shit. And then the Turk says, if you win or lose, I want you to fight Virgil. Win or lose.
I said to him, okay, I want you winning or losing. I want you to fight with Ortiz. Winning or losing, I want you to fight with Ortiz. Winning or losing, I want you.
So I had listened to that. And then I went live. And I go live and I'm explaining this. And you're in the chat like, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know that fight's not happening. And I'm like, brother, whether the fight is happening or not, that has nothing to do. I am telling you what I just heard. Whether you think the fight's going to happen because of the injury or he pulls out had nothing to do with anything. I was telling exactly word for word what I had just heard. And you were telling me that I was wrong. And that shit got me kind of, because I don't want to put out wrong information or narratives, bro. Like that shit I don't like. I go back and I look at my lives, and if I say something, because that's just how I am. I don't like to put out, I don't care whether I'm monetized or not. I don't want to be known as somebody who don't know what the fuck he's talking about and puts out lies. I don't want to be known for that, bro. And you of all people should know that. Whether people don't like my opinions is one thing. I don't care. Most motherfuckers don't like my opinion. That's okay. That's okay. Because when I'm criticizing Canelo, it's fuck you. But when I'm defending Canelo, it's like facts. When I'm like, yo, listen, I like Tank, and I know what I see in him. You know what I mean? And I'm not calling him a fucking a 30-year-old prospect or whatever. Motherfuckers is like, oh, come on, man, you don't know what you're talking about. But then the other ones are like, okay. And then when I say, oh no, like I want him to see him fight these dudes. And if he retires, then I really don't care because he didn't fight those dudes. Then I'm hating. It's like, bro, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I don't give a fuck about my opinions because y'all don't agree with me anyway. But when I'm talking about a fact, please, brother. Because when people do that from now on, I'm dropping a link, which for you, it doesn't matter because when I drop the link, you come on anyway. So. Yeah, no, I did. I played that part, HOD, the question mark, right? Yeah, I did. You can ask everyone. I played the part where he said, yeah, here. Just I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'll play that part. That doesn't mean nothing to me. I understand. He said he didn't want a question mark on there. And did you also heard what he said after that, right? That he promised Virgil a fight. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe when he said he promised Virgil a fight, he wasn't even referring to February 22nd. I believe he was referring to, wasn't there a card where Virgil pulled out? There was a Turk, I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's a Turk al-Sheikh card where Virgil pulled out in the past. I believe so. And I believe he brings that up and says, I made a promise to him. So I can't put a question mark. Yeah, I played that part. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to skip past all this.
With question mark, you understand? Without
Majumov. I think my only concern is that he fights December 21st.
I cannot put the poster without with question mark. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I played that part, HOD. I played it all, brother. It doesn't matter because he pulled out of the now, I found out today he pulled out because I wasn't online a lot. He pulled out the Boachuk fight. Hey, look, you know what? I'm not saying I'd rather that for Boachuk, but I'd rather him not fight Boachuk and to come in 100% and fight Virgil on the 22nd than for him to fight Boachuk and you know what I mean? Come in off a war. People are gonna you already know how people are gonna make excuses, bro. They're gonna make excuses. So I'm it sucks for fucking Boachuk, but I'm glad he pulled out if he did. That means when he fights Virgil, he's going to be 100%. So it should be no excuses either way. Because, if it was the other way around, they would have said, But then if he would have won, they would have been like, look at Majumov. That's a bad motherfucker. He done fought Boachuk and turned right around and fought Virgil and beat him. Yeah, you know how this place works, bro. You know how this shit is. You can't do what from the chat? I already explained it, brother. I already explained it. Okay. Where is the interview with Turk saying that, or the where is it? You show me, tell me the article, tell me where I find it, and I'll if that's the case, I'll put it up, brother. Because that day I was searching. That day I went to Xander Zayas Twitter. On his Twitter that day, he had said all he said is that he was ready and this and that. And Virgil's father was like, "Hey, brother, no disrespect, but something like you're not that type of kid. We had 4 choices already. We had 4 choices, and they've done more. Something to that. I checked all that. So unless and I had just got done. Here goes the thing. I had just got done listening to Turkey. So I literally go live like 20 minutes after I hear this, man, and I'm looking at Xander Zayas. Where did you get that info from at that time? No, it's not hard. There's no HOD. It's not hard. It's very simple. You can't type the answer from your chat. Where did you get the source of Turkey saying that Xander Zayas or pulled out or whatever the fuck you're saying? Just tell me where. You don't need a link for that. It shouldn't be hard. Just how I pulled up the fucking interview and I pulled up everything I did was quick, brother. I got it quick, right then and there. Just tell me where to get it. I'll look it up. Now, if you're going off of X, if you're going off what somebody said, that shit don't count, brother. That shit don't count. That shit don't count. Did Turkey say that? Turkey's the one paying the money, right? Turkey is the one that said, I want him to fight Madrimov. Did he not say that? If I drop this, bro, I'm telling you right now, HOD, if I drop this link for you, brother, and you click on this link and you don't have a fucking source for me, bro, don't do that, brother. Don't do that. I hope you don't come on here and say, oh, I saw something from X, or I know somebody who I can't show you nothing. I can't show you no proof, but I know somebody like that. No. I want the source, brother, because that's what I do here. I don't fucking put out fucking maybes and fucking I heard from this guy and my cousin knows this guy and oh, I read what this guy said on X. I don't do that over here, bro. I don't do that over here. Here. I hope you have a link, brother. Here. This is for HLD. And I'm only dropping it because I want him to show me where on that day. Remember, I'm not talking about that he pulled out now. I want him to show me. Hey, take that off in the background, HLD, please. Okay, you good?
Yeah. That was the monitor.
It's okay. What's going on, brother?
What's good, bro? I didn't even know what the hell you talking about because I don't lose sleep over this shit, bro.
No, it's not that.
But the thing is, you gotta. And forgive me for saying this. I am 100 times more involved in the sport and informing myself in it and with the connections than you.
Okay, so then
but the link is that you yourself are not even listening to that entire interview that happened on Ariel Wande and Zaid that day.
I played the whole thing. I played everything in regards. I condensed.
No, that's the problem. Did you go from the beginning?
I didn't take anything out. Hey, listen to me, HOD. No. See, now you're gonna see this. What I'm HOD, brother. Don't sit here and tell me what I didn't. This is the problem that I have with you. You be telling me what the fuck I know, and it don't work like that. It don't work like that. I know what the fuck I know. I know what the fuck I did because I'm the one that fucking recorded it. I'm the one that edited it, bro. Don't sit here and tell me like I'm lying to people. I played the whole fucking interview and went to the
No, you played that segment of Turkey.
Yeah, that segment with Turkey. That's the one that counts. He's the one that
about it. The entire Turkey called in. The show was already going to be talked about what was kind of going on.
Right.
Dude, yeah. I think it's Ade or Wade, right? Because that's the way they spell it on this thing.
You talking about the UFC dude?
No, Ariel Hernandez one, but the black guy, Wade or Aid or Ade. Ade. So he had a prior interview with Virgil Ortiz where he gave Turkey the three options. And he was talking about it. The three options was Boots, Fundora, and Crawford.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, if you remember when the turkey called in, because he called in like spontaneously into that interview.
Yes, he did.
And what did tell me the three options.
Right.
Tell me that right.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows that he interviewed him that those were the three options that he gave Turkey. So
you're talking about this. You're talking about this here.
Let me just finish. Let me finish.
Okay, but go ahead. I just played.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Now, they were talking about earlier and before telling you about Xander Zayas. They were talking because that's happened at the beginning of the show.
I saw that part
at the very beginning before the turkey called in.
Right.
And they were talking about Xander Zayas.
Right.
And how that fight, was supposed to materialize.
And that's why I waited.
Now, the reason it didn't materialize is because Team Virgil declined them on Saturday.
Turk didn't say that,
Turk
brother.
himself told you he needed them to fill in the name, not to leave, because he had the announcement for Monday. So he couldn't just leave the poster empty. So on Sunday, he had the conversation.
Where is Turkey saying this? Where is Turkey saying this?
My man, Saturday was the day of the offer to Xander. I mean, it doesn't take
No. I'm not asking you today. I'm asking you, where can I find the Turk saying this?
When he told you he needed to fill a last-minute name because he didn't have one.
He didn't say Xander Zayas, though.
Are you not putting together that the interview?
I just played it, HOD.
And what were the three options given?
Here, I'll just play it for you.
And so when the dad, Virgil Ortiz, comes out here and says, "Oh yeah, but they have to call 4 other guys," bullshit. Because you cannot go to any of the 4 sanctioning bodies, and you cannot find 4 other guys more qualified than Xander Zayas in the rankings.
Virgil Ortiz.
Xander was the 4th guy.
I can do for him.
Oh no,
I cannot force him.
We're not blaming you. What did he say to you? Like, how did he change his mind? He said he was in and then he's out.
He's not connecting with me directly. But
by the way, the only thing I did was, you know how the Turk goes. Anyone that's heard him talk, the motherfucker goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I mean, I got used to it.
That's the only thing I take off.
I got used to it.
No, I didn't take off no words. The only thing I took off was him going so much. That's the only thing I edited because I didn't want to hear him go Says it every 2 seconds.
Suddenly he changed his mind and he stopped answering, and he doesn't want to go to 153. And this is his choice.
And so why did you go with Israel, especially considering Israel has a fight on December 21st?
Before quarter hours, you give 3 options. Tell me the 3 options, please.
Go at it.
Okay, so the options were Sebastian Fundora, the WBC champion.
The people on PPC, they said to us they finishing fight for him against Spence. What can I do?
And then the number 1 option, when I spoke to Virgil, was Terence Crawford. That's the dream option.
I try and I push to do this fight, but Crawford now is not ready. He have small little health issue, little injured, but he prefer to fight with us after May.
Yeah, I think this option is good, Israel Madrimov. I think my only concern is that he fights December 21st.
I cannot put the poster without with question mark. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as a space.
Boom! Right there. At the end of that, right there, it tells you he did not have a name to put on the poster. That means the other 3 options were gone. Xander Zayas, which was on offer on Saturday.
Hold on, wait. He said Xander Zayas. I didn't hear it. Hold on. Let me.
My man, if we're gonna act like we're kindergarten kids without no critical thinking, then go ahead.
No.
Xander Zayas offered to fight on Saturday.
Where
was Xander Zayas offered to fight on Saturday?
That's what was said on Twitter.
No. That's what Xander said.
What did the guy that's paying the money say? What did the guy that's paying the money say? The guy that's paying them to fight, the guy that runs the whole fucking.
Wasn't this team who already interviewed that and they were already talking about Xander Zayas? Yes or no?
Yes, they were talking about Xander Zayas, but they never talked about that the Turk offered him anything. They said they were talking about the that they.
He was offered the contract on Saturday. He signed it. His team was offering, and his team was ready to go.
You gotta show me where I could find that. That's all I'm asking.
Dude, they go on Xander's Twitter. Oh, no, we're gonna say Xander's a bullshitter?
Oh, so you want me to listen to Xander? So then, how about when I listen? So we're going off Twitter, right?
My man, get it.
If we're going off Twitter, then why can't I go off what Virgil's father said? Because Virgil's father said there was 4. He didn't deny that he wasn't on the list. He said there was 4 people before you, and he said that the one they all did more than him, or they're a better fighter, whatever he alluded to. My point is, the man that's paying the money, the man said, I want you to fight, win or lose against Ortiz. And basically, from the way the Turk was talking, if you listen to what the Turk was saying, he said, I like Madrimov. The guy asked him, why did you go with Madrimov knowing that he had a fight already? And he says, because I like this guy. He said something, he's a good guy, this and that. I feel kind of guilty with the whole Crawford thing. And I know it was a close fight or whatever. And I want to give him a chance. And I know that I cannot put a question mark in there. And I promised Ortiz a fight. So I called him on the phone and we spoke for about a half an hour. And I told him,
why are you jumping?
Okay, go ahead.
Why are you jumping? Let's finish the point first. Did both Virgils admit they had an offer for Xander?
What do you mean?
Did both Virgils, junior and senior, admit they had an offer for Xander Zayas?
The way Virgil said, he said there was 4 guys. Yeah, there was 4.
No.
That's what he said. I can pull it up.
Not only 4. No, he said bro, don't you see right there? You're not critically thinking this.
No, okay.
Both Virgils admitted that they had an offer for that, but they chose somebody else.
Okay. All right. If you want me to admit that was he on a list, fine. But I don't.
That's the offer, not on the list. He was offered.
Okay.
Xander had his offer.
How is this a duck though? How is this a duck?
Hold
on. Because I know where you're going with this, and I'm trying to tell you. If you listen to the interview, the Turk is making it clear who he wants to fight Virgil, bro.
He didn't have He didn't have another choice. Did you not hear him? He didn't have a choice to leave the net. So they had to. What are you gonna do? Sit on his hands? Let me call them Madrimov. Hey, Madrimov, you gonna take the fight? All right, so let me put you on the poster on Monday.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say, bro. That's what he's trying to say. Yeah.
He's not scared. He's managed by Rick Nigerian, who's a snake and a clown.
Okay.
Now, did anybody forget what also Turkey said? That Virgil Ortiz was supposed to originally be on this undercard for December 21st. But he declined to fight Madrimov because he wasn't ready. So then they put Bohachuk. That's what ended up happening. Now, Virgil's contract with Turkey, for his words, expires in February. So what did the Turkey do? He played chess on him. Oh, you don't want to fight him in December? Well, now you're going to fight him in February. Oh, yeah, he's going to fight twice. No, he never was. He just played chess on their asses and made sure that they're going to make their commitment to fight Madrimov, who's the guy he wanted them to fight from the beginning. But it doesn't negate that Xander was offered a fight on Saturday to fight. Virgil was offered a fight to fight on Saturday, and he declined Xander. And then they were thinking, since Madrimov had a fight December 21st, they were not going to get us have to fight. And maybe they get out of this contract that they have with the Turkey in February that expires. And the Turkey flipped it around, and now he has them fighting Madrimov, which is good. I have no problems with the Madrimov fight. I think now that Turkey's played their asses. Because Madrimov is going to be fresh now. It's going to be a much better fight.
I agree.
That's that. There's nothing wrong with the fight in itself. Now that he's going to be rested, I'm good with the fight. But you're not going to tell me that if Madrimov was fighting in next week or in 2 weeks, that he's a better option to fight Virgil in just 60 days, fighting Buracek over Xander Zayas, who's fresh.
I never said that's where HOD, if you listen, brother, that's where our miscommunication is coming from, because I never said who I thought was a better fight. I never said who I thought would even win between Xander Zayas or anything. All I said was I'm reporting from what I literally heard, and you made it seem like what I was saying was wrong when everything that I heard, I literally said what the guy said.
Unfortunately, when your managers are the ones to the fighters that are declining the fights, it still falls on the fighter. So when you want to say, oh, team management, Rick the Clown Nigerian turned down Xander Zayas, because I don't really believe the fighters are the ones scared. Is that the word? The team ducked them because it's his team. I'm not saying that Xander's afraid of. Virgil is scared to fight anybody, but I know Rick Nigerian, who's a clown, who does everything to extend his fighters so that he can extend their contracts and fighting like they did with Barboza, who fired his ass.
HOD, come on now. You was making it seem like Virgil was scared.
Bro, because you want me to say, Rick Nigerian, bro, I'm on the chat. You want me to discuss this with you on the chat? It's impossible. But the bottom line, Rick Nigerian turned down. Now, they said they fought 4 other guys. Then go on the rankings. Any one of you clowns that want to go on the thing and find me 4 other guys other than Xander Zayas that they could have found to replace
Treetop. He's normal. He's not coming. That's how he normally talks.
So that's the way it is.
I hear you, brother.
Oh no, G Funky, now you're saying, you see how they look, now they pretend. No, his team ducked Xander Zayas, which was Rick Nigerian. Or maybe they don't want to fight under Turkey because they end up finding out in the last fight that it's a good payday, but you're gonna get your ass whooped in it.
If look, this is the type of person I am. You should know me by now. If his manager turned down a fight, bro, then it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie and say he didn't. I'm telling you from what I understand, it just looked like that.
No fighter is really scared of anybody.
I'm just saying, you're telling me to use critical thinking, and you have to understand that at that time, you have to understand each other.
I was in the chat.
Oh yeah, well, not only that, but I had literally just heard the interview, and everything that I had heard. I didn't hear anything about no manager. I didn't read anything about no manager. All I said was I'm going off what Turkey said and what he wanted. And it wasn't you, by the way. It wasn't just you. There was somebody else in there that was like, no, what you're saying isn't factual. And I'm like, how? I'm just telling you what the man said, bro. So
let's go back to the events. There were the 3 fighters. We know what happened to those top 3 guys. Right, Crawford, Boots, right. We know what happened with them, and I don't think that and this thing about Boots ducking, no. We can explain that later on in a minute. But let's finish this off. So those 3 guys were not available. They offered to fight to Xander on Saturday. He wanted to make Turkey wants to make the announcement on Monday. They declined that. Now there's no other 4 guys around Xander.
You said that day that Boots ducked too, brother.
Well, because did we find out what ended up happening? I mean, right off the bat, we're like, he ducked them. But then you have to think about the visitor. Now, just like G Funk is saying the possible way. So let me ask you this for Boots, real quick, since we're on. Let's finish Boots off real quick. Yeah. What does Boots gain by vacating his full championship belt at 147 to fight for the WBC interim belt with Virgil Ortiz? And let's say hypothetically, he beats Virgil. So then he's going to have to wait maybe 2 years for PBC to give him a break at their title? What's Boots going to do at 154 waiting for 2 years? Does it make sense for him to do that? Oh, I beat Virgil for an interim belt.
I don't know. To me, as a
Fundora and Spence are going to be fighting, And that's going to take however long that takes.
Every one of the marquee fighters that we've been wanting to see is all at 154. Who's left at 147?
Yeah, but they're PBC.
Stanionis and
How long did they freeze out Crawford?
But that's another thing. That's another thing.
I don't know. That's why Boots just thinking one fight, and then what's going to happen with the rest of my career? I'm going to wait till I'm 30 years old to get a title shot because PBC is going to freeze me out.
Okay, but do you understand why people were saying?
Well, yeah, because people don't have all the information.
I'm talking about Boots because I don't know when you came in. Okay, I don't know when you came in, but I explained why it kind of looks like that, even without a person knowing the business. You can only, for certain fans, remember when we were talked about, I bring this up all the time, Berlanga and Canelo, right? Me and you understood why he picked Berlanga. Berlanga was ranked number 1. Berlanga was also the best choice at the time, right? We also knew that David Benavidez had asked for 2 extensions at 175 and decided to stay at 175, right? So we knew what was going on. But how many people still came in the chat and was like, oh, he cherry picked Berlanga, he's ducking David, right? So even though when you look at the business, that was his best fight, his best option at the time, right? So I understand what you're saying.
False.
I understand what you're saying when you say that about the business, but I'm trying to tell you that week, Boots did the documentary thing, or what you call it. I don't know if it's Blood, Sweat, and Tears or whatever, the shit that they do. It's sort of like that. But in there, and I was telling you about this not that day, but the other day, when so they're interviewing Bam. I believe they're interviewing Bam, and then you see Boots walk in with a book bag. And then he walks in and he's like, yo, Bam's my guy. I'm gonna give him a tour around Philly. And in that episode, he was talking about, I want to stay at 147. I want to unify and this and that. Then he has a bad performance, and the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, I want to go to 154, or I think it's about time I go to 154. I didn't have a problem making weight. He makes it clear I didn't have a problem, but I think my power will settle in at 154. And then with everything that was going on, I'm just saying the way that it looks, because damn well if it was the opposite way around, they would have said Virgil ducked.
The problem that Boots has is that he doesn't have the machine behind him like Virgil Ortiz does. He doesn't have a mouthpiece.
You mean like fans?
No, like the media. He doesn't have people back, because when I spoke with Coach Bredman, he understood, look, man, when the team has a better manager than the other one to speak out for you and put things, because Eddie Hearn kind of shit the box with that one. He didn't make things clear. He kind of was gaggling that shit out.
I agree. And I also think Eddie's a big part to blame.
Oh, he's a big part to blame the way Boots is looking. And then you see the way Boots talks. He's a very timid guy, bro. Now, I learned that one about he's not Tio. You know what I mean? He's not black.
Even when he talks shit, he's more like
bro. He's not like that. He is not like that. And so I understood where he was coming from, but yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you the same question.
You're not holding a grudge, G Funky. The guy is a piece of shit. Rick Nigerian is a piece of shit.
Do you want to come on, G Funky? I don't know if he wants to come on. What is he talking about? I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, holding against the manager. No, that I know he's a piece of shit. For a fact. He ruined Barbosa's career for I don't know how many years now. He didn't even want to have Ramirez fight Barbosa for the past 3 years. Didn't even tell Barbosa that he was in the mandatory spot for Ramirez. And Barbosa didn't even know that until he saw it online on Twitter. His own manager, Rick Nigerian, didn't tell him. That dude's a piece of shit. But I want you started when the dad said we have 4 other guys. Go look at the rankings and you tell me what other 4 guys was good for him.
I want to ask you a similar question because you told me to use my critical thinking, right? So
at
the time with the choices that he has, and what does he gain out of beating Zayas over Madrimov, who doesn't have a belt but had a close fight with
on a 60-day notice? On a 60-day notice, yeah. Everybody knows that fight was not gonna. Everybody knows it was gonna have a big old asterisk fighting Madrimov off of 60 days if he even managed to get there. Everybody knows that. Not one professional trainer in all of boxing thinks that. Even Robert Balchuk's trainer, he's like, he didn't even understand what they're doing. It's impossible.
Look, I didn't agree with it either. Because even if you tell him, hey, that's what Ali and all them did, that still doesn't change anything.
So your question to me, based on the circumstance, yeah, Madrimov on 60-day notice or a fresh Xander Zayas, who I'm okay with anybody says.
No. I mean, now you have both fighters.
No, right now I'm good with Madrimov on 60 on full rest.
Okay.
No, Xander Zayas. Now we can. No, Papa, now you on the backside of this. Now. But on a 60-day notice, I would rather have Xander Zayas.
You know what I think they should do? I don't know what sanctioning body he's in, but you know what I think is a good fight? I think if they could somehow get Erickson Lubin in there.
I think Lubin would be a good fight for Xander now.
I've been calling for that.
I agree. I'm just saying that based on the circumstance, how it was, I'd rather have a Mexican Puerto Rican, because I'm sorry, there's no bigger rivalry, and no fighters in all the sports comes into that ring with that same pride and ego to want to give it their all because they're defending their nationality and all that stuff, right? So there's a difference in fight. Madrimov will never bring that fire that a Virgil Ortiz and a Xander Zayas are going to bring in whenever they meet. No other, I don't care. Not even Bud is going to bring that type of fire because they're not fighting with the same pride of what they're fighting for.
Well, I don't think he's gonna. Look, it remains to be seen, but I don't think he's gonna fight Virgil the way he fought Crawford. I think he respected Crawford too much. So,
well. This is what I was hoping. Now you got to understand, Virgil turned down Madrimov for the fight in 2 weeks. Now I wouldn't be surprised if Rick Majorian, because he's got a bronchitis too, and pulls out of the February fight.
But then that means both of them. That means both of them would be pulling out.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, I'm saying that Virgil turned him around for December to fight Madrimov. That's why they put in Bohachuk.
Who replaced Madrimov to fight Bohachuk now?
I forgot. Ishmael something. I don't know. I forgot his last name. Ishmael something is the new fighter for Bohachuk.
Okay, it's another. Let me see. Hold on.
He's not higher ranked than Xander. I know that.
What is the main event that they're on? Who's fighting on the main event? Is that the Dubois?
That's the Fury and Usyk.
Oh, it's the Fury and Usyk. Okay.
You want to say holding grudges? You're just getting cooked, G-Funk, because what I just said is what ended up happening. So now you want to say that the manager, it's okay for him to do that. Yeah, that means their side did not want that fight. I know for a fact it wasn't Xander who turned it down. Of course, Xander may be a little green, but he's going to take it because the opportunity with the way all these guys are where they're at.
Oh, I know.
154 for Xander. I know. So he's going to take it.
Yeah, he'll take it. I think if you offered him Crawford, he'd take it.
Yeah, because the way everything is set up, him at 154 top rank, it's almost like he's lonely, bro. He's got no pull to.
Thank you. So that there you go, because that's the similar how I'm looking at it when I'm looking at Boots' situation. Now he's supposedly with Eddie, which I think Eddie's making this shit worse. But I do think moving to 154 is better. HOD, I think it is better.
No, because he's not going to be able to get these fights with PBC. Look, from Fedor and Spence are going to fight. God knows when that's going to happen.
Yeah,
middle of next year.
I don't know when that's going to happen.
Right, and so if they do it, is there going to be a rematch? Let's not forget about Tim Tszyu at PBC also. Eventually, he's going to get back in the win column, and they're going to want to give it to him. And hey, let's not forget with the WBA, Crawford has the belt, but guess who's the champion in recess? Another PBC fighter who's talking about coming back, Charlo. So he's going to have that belt first. And then what's the other belt? The Russian guy. He's also another PBC guy. I think he's the IBF champion. He's another PBC guy.
Who was the main event again? I'm
trying Fury and Usyk.
Oh, Fury and Usyk. I don't know why I keep. Because I keep seeing the Dubois fight is going to be fighting too. But that's the same night. Is that the same night as the 22nd card? I think it is. No, it's not. Hold on.
There is no best possible deal with the turkey. It's a flat fee. He's gonna say, "Here, man, here's this gobs of money, and I'm gonna get you a fighter." That's how it works for Turkey. That's why he overpays them. You know what I mean?
Okay, so although the results of the
Ishmael, is it Ishmael Davies or something like that?
Let me see if I could just find it. Boachuk is now facing Boachuk.
No trainer in all of boxing, when they heard that Madrimov fighting Virgil, they're like, nah. So
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying I didn't agree with it. You know,
something's fit. No, but it's not about. It's just everybody knew it was not going to happen the way they said it was going to happen.
Well, he did make it clear that look, I put it like this: when he said Boachuk, when he said when he said in the interview that I felt bad and I want to make sure I knew he was getting the fight over whoever, that whether he was going to fight twice or not or whatever.
He was not going to fight him if he lost. I tell you that much. That's his Bolshevik Turkey. Just like the same thing that he said that Boots gave him.
Ismail Davis.
Was it Davis? Also, it was Davis. I was thinking about saying Davis. I wasn't sure it was Ismail.
Let me see here. Okay. He's only got one loss against Josh Kelly. Let me see.
He killed that card by pulling Madrimov and Boachuk.
Oh, you mean by taking him out?
Yeah, by taking Madrimov. Now this fight is, the only contention is the undisputed. I mean the.
Hey, I want to make it clear because I know you probably think that I like Alexander Zayas, bro. I want nothing more than from somebody.
No, man, it's not even. My thing is not about liking him or not. My thing is about what happened. He was offered the fight on Saturday.
I understand that. I'm telling you that I don't want
to turned it down.
I don't think like Virgil like runs over him or nothing.
No. It's not even about that. The thing is that because when we have to say ducking, is that the managers duck the fights for all these guys, man. And then they don't tell everything to their fighters.
But if that's the case, then if we're gonna use that logic, then that means that Munguia ducked Jamal Charlo because Oscar fucked that up.
Yeah, because that was directly from Oscar. From Oscar. He's the one who made it. Like do you think Zepeda is scared of Shakur?
Hell no.
No. Who's making him duck the fight? Oscar.
Yeah, okay, but to me, there's a difference between like the fighter turning it down and the fucking manager turning it down. HLD. I mean, if my manager turns it down, that means I was influenced. You know what I mean? If I turned it down, I like because look, if you're gonna say that, because okay, imagine somebody coming out saying,
Here's Serrano. She's a prime example.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that Oscar thing where like saying Munguia ducks Jamal Charlo when in reality, fucking Munguia was ready. He was ready to fight. He wanted to fight. They both wanted to fight, and Oscar kept fucking saying, "No, I want certain things to be on the zone and this and that." And he could have worked around it because he did it before.
It's a business duck. It's a business duck. Business wise,
all right.
It's a business duck because obviously Munguia fucking. You think he's gonna be scared of Charlo? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Munguia was ready to fight him. Is what?
Well, yeah, all these fighters are pretty much ready to fight. The only ones that I think are not like ready to fight, I really think that Tank Davis gets nervous to have to want to fight any of these top dogs.
Who Tank?
I really do. Because the way they brought him up in his career to just fighting all the tomato cans possible. And that's his bread and butter. He doesn't want to lose that. Now, yes, Team Haney, they've been very selective of who they've chosen, right? How they move their
Hey, I was talking about this in my last live. For some reason, I don't think Tank is scared. I'm gonna tell you my reasoning though. You know what my reasoning is? A person that hits that hard, bro. I wouldn't be scared of nobody.
No, you're not scared of the fight, but you're scared of the consequences.
Oh, you mean like getting outpointed by Shakur?
Getting hell, man. That all means millions of dollars. It's just the fact in the business side of things. That all, when they say, and then the undefeated, blah blah blah. Well, that's there's millions of dollars attached to that damn O because of the culture we're in.
I agree with
you. And the media.
I agree with you there. If everybody stopped caring about their O's, we'd get so many firefights.
We would get so many more fights, but we aren't in this culture that and the media too plays a part of that. They wanna announce an undefeated fighter. That means big time. You know what I mean? That means Mayweather. You know what I mean? That type of shit. And so that there's a culture now in boxing that it's worth money. That why do you think Devin Haney is fighting so hard to get that overturned?
Let me ask you. You don't think obviously you know the deal with, I don't have to break it down with you. You know the deal with Amazon and everything, right? How they don't front no money and everything. You don't think that business wise, Tank is struggling to get some of these fights, bro?
I think things are not so peachy over there as.
Oh yeah, it's obvious. That's obvious.
With Tank and all them, and now this retirement talk. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to make of it. Like, I don't follow the Globetrotter, man. I see the clips that happen on Twitter, but I really don't give a fuck about it.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I think listen, if he doesn't fight any of those guys and retires, then then I don't give a fuck. But I would like him to fight these fights, and he is exciting regardless of what people think about him.
No, bro, he would, of course. But since he's been, it was Mayweather's fault. For how many years we were blaming Mayweather?
I'll admit, I was even blaming him when he was with him in Letter Ellerby. Yeah,
and so was he.
Yeah,
didn't he do that show with Gay? And he said,
the reason why I was blaming Floyd is because fucking Floyd is right there on camera right after a fucking Tank fight when they asked Tank, "Hey Tank, who's gonna be your next opponent?" He literally wouldn't even let Tank talk. He grabbed the microphone and was like, we got to stop asking fighters right after they fight who they gonna fight right away. And we got a lot of fighters in house. We got. Why would I make another promoter rich? But there's
a little bit of truth to that, because right after the fight in the middle ring, you're emotional. You're just. I don't think you got to cool off. And so you saw Boots like, man, maybe I need to go to 154. You say shit that you're not coherent. You're not ready to be answering questions that.
You know what else made that worse though? You know what else? You remember when fucking Eddie Hearn said to Boots in front of everybody? He said, when you fight Ortiz, you better win or I ain't gonna talk to you no more. You remember when he said that?
I don't remember that.
Oh my goodness, bro. Like that shit makes it worse, bro. When you got your promoter, even though he's playing around, I think he's low-key serious. Because Eddie Hearn has had probably the most worst year. I mean, this dude literally got swept in the Frank Warren shit. All his fighters are taking L's and taking losses, taking their first losses. I know he damn near had a heart attack when fucking Karen was piecing Boots up for a couple rounds. There's a part where he's talking and Oscar, let me see if I can find it. And Oscar says to him in front of everybody, by the way, no different than, it's a little bit different than when Bob Arum said about Crawford, hey, I'll buy a fucking house in Beverly Hills. Like, nobody is as fucking straightforward and raw as fucking Bob Arum. He don't give a fuck. He's got like 2 weeks to live. Every 2 weeks he gets an extension.
His birthday yesterday, bro.
Yo, that man's gonna live. God bless
him. 94, bro.
Yo, you know who else I saw still living? The dude that used to beef with Floyd all the time. Larry Merchant.
There are, bro. Don King is the same age as Bob Arum.
Yo, Larry Merchant, bro. The dude looked like he was dead 10 years ago. Like,
white folks, they age a little bit differently than Latinos and blacks. I tell you that much.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me show you. So
I'm looking at the rankings, bro. WBC. Yo, Xander's number 4, number 5 with the IBF, number 1 with the WBO. He's not ranked with the WBA because they're not even recognized by BoxRec anymore, bro. That's a shitty ass. Don't be surprised if they get eliminated one of these days, man. Totally.
Hey, I've told you before. You know it's normal that I yell at you, right? You know it's normal by now.
Dude, you don't have to stop it, bro. Like right now,
I be feeling bad. I be feeling bad, but sometimes I think you be trying to push my buttons on purpose, HOD.
Hermanito.
Sometimes I be like, yo, you're fucking with me on purpose. You want to get a response out of me, bro.
I came on the chat and I didn't even know, like, you were like, I don't know, like, you were a little amped up a little bit, right? And I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, I'm like, what happened? You know, like, what? I didn't even remember what happened the other day, bro. I don't.
Okay. Well, no, because it wasn't just you either. But I look, there's some things that I'm like, I don't like.
I'm passionate. I'm loud.
You should know I'm like this. Remember when the whole, and I probably know you probably don't want to talk about it, but you remember the whole thing with the whole Devin Haney and the whole when you looked up the business thing and you made that when you broke down the rules that was in the findings and everything like that, and Ryan even posted it, right? And all these channels were using it. Yeah. Remember, I got mad. I said, "Nah, fuck that. They need to give they need to give respect to whoever wrote it, or at least say this where you got it from." Like that upset me.
My legal opinion.
Certain things get me fired up, and one of the things I don't like is if a person is making it seem like I'm putting out a narrative, bro. I don't like that. Like I put out my opinion.
That's why I say that from the chat. I can't everything that we hear. I wouldn't be able to explain what my only point was that yes, he was offered a fight on last Saturday. You heard Turkey. He didn't have a name because Rick Majorian turned it down. Xander Zayas, and so he had to throw in Madrimov and call him and say, "Yo, man, I mean, I like you and that. So how about we make this fight?" And then he played it. I think that whole part about that, I think that was all bullshit by Turkey. He played a promoter game on that because he always knew that he was going to pull Madrimov from the fight on the December card. So he's like, you know what? Since you're trying to get out of my contract,
hey, while I'm finding this, I got a question. Do you don't think? Look. I remember like a couple months ago, I was still like on the fence about Turkey. I was like, I don't know about this guy. You know what I mean? And I know like around that time too, because people were like making it seem like he was paying. I'm not saying now. It does seem like now he is. But at that time, motherfuckers was making it seem like he was paying like bukus and bukus of money. But I remember the Bacoli and Jared Anderson. I just knew Bacoli was going to knock him out. So I looked up Jared's purse. And it wasn't really a lot. It was the biggest.
You know what? I don't know if I downloaded it for maybe G Funky did from the California State Athletic Commission. Because they post their purses. I forgot what you know what whatever purse they're getting there.
It wasn't large, right? It wasn't large, and then I remember
it's more than they ever got, and I tell you much by twice. If they were getting 400,000, they're gonna get 800,000 with Turkey.
That I agree, but they were making it seem like maybe I interpreted it wrong. But going back to now, isn't he giving Usyk like 100 and something million?
That's what they're reporting. I can't. You know what I mean?
If that's the case. I mean. I don't see why we can't get a fucking Canelo and Crawford or a Crawford and fucking.
Well, they're talking, bro. I mean,
or Canelo and fucking David.
Didn't you see? This is what you gotta say. Not everything that Turkey says is law either. He said that, bro. He wanted Virgil Ortiz wanted Crawford, but Crawford couldn't because he has some little injury No, he got no injury, bro. He got no injury.
I agree with you. Look,
they're negotiating the Canelo fight. That's what you're trying to do now.
Hey, look. I agree with you. His word isn't law, but to me, the guy that's fucking paying both purses, I'm gonna take a little bit more over than somebody else. I'm not saying he's always telling the truth, but I mean, he's the one fucking paying both fights.
It's chess, man. He played this card perfectly because this I do know. Virgil
didn't he make it seem like Crawford was like kind of like. Somebody could have said Crawford ducked Virgil right there.
He said, "No, he's injured and he's not going to be ready till May." Right. Yeah, what happens in May? Cinco de Mayo. Who fights on Cinco de Mayo? Canelo. They're talking, and so he, you think? Yeah, do you really think that Madrimov got bronchitis? No. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So they all play these games, and I get it.
You know what? Normally I'd say that's some bitch shit, but I don't blame him. If you're gonna fight, you need to be 100%, bro.
But the thing is that the contract that he has with Virgil also expires in February, and Virgil turned down Madrimov for December, so he only has until February to make a fight with with Virgil. If not, he's out of the contract that expires in February. So he locked them in.
Yeah, right here.
Maybe he did use Andrews as a bait to turn them down.
And this is what I mean right here. This is what I mean by he fucking makes things worse. Like, look, like you know that you just got done saying, look, Boots, he's not a fucking, he's a, you know, the guy, you know, he's a, believe it or not, bro, he doesn't talk a lot of shit. He's very humble and shit like that. But look at what
I noticed that in that interview in the car that he did, bro.
Yeah.
He's a good kid, man. He is.
He is. And fucking you got your promoter right here saying shit like this. Hold on.
But Eddie's doing that because then he doesn't want to ruffle the feathers with Turkey either, you know what I mean?
Eddie, Jay with Sportbox TV. But looping back around to Virgil Ortiz versus Boots, what do you think the fight looks like? How does it play out, and in what fashion does it end?
Listen, I think it's a great fight, and Boots knows he's got to be better than tonight against a fighter like Virgil Ortiz, but the training would be different, the mindset would be different, the challenge would be different, and that's where you're going to see the best of a great fighter like Boots. So, you know, I really respect Virgil Ortiz. I love Robert Garcia. Oscar De La Hoya's a plonker. And, you know, we got to make sure, and I'll be saying to Boots, we can't afford to lose that fight. I can't lose to that fucker. No way.
We definitely ain't.
If you don't win that fight, I'll never talk to you again.
we ain't doing that, though. We won't do that.
That's answering, man.
To me, whether you think he playing or not, he looked at him and said, good luck. I mean, that's a lot of pressure on a motherfucker. Now, listen, this is what I'm saying, HOD. All this shit happened after the fucking Karen fight. And I told you, like, right before the fight, because I remember I asked you if you saw it, and I don't know if you said that you saw it or not, but right before the fucking fight, they were playing the blood, sweat, and tear shit. And in that fucking thing lead up, he's like, yeah, you know, I'll get the 154 in a second, but right now I want to get you right. And then after the fight, the first thing he said, which maybe he shouldn't talk right after a fight, but the first thing he says is, you know, it's maybe time to go to 154 where my power is. You had Eddie saying this shit afterwards, like you could see.
No, but Eddie in the ring itself, after he said that in the ring, Eddie kind of washed it up. Oh, we're going to see 1 unification to 147. He did that. Eddie said that in the ring right after Boots said that. So
the press conference, they were asking for some reason in the press conference, even after he said that, they kept bringing up Virgil. And I mean, didn't they say somebody kept bringing up Virgil because they made it seem like they were in talks already. And now look, it doesn't really matter. I don't think Boots is scared. You know, I don't think Boots is scared, but I'm just saying I could see how people could look at that and go, "Oh, well, you wasn't."
Look at the business
energy.
aspects.
That wasn't the energy y'all had last week. You know,
that's it. But man, since that offer to Xander, bro. So then I went down and I'm looking at, you know, because you know Virgil is such an accomplished fighter who hasn't accomplished shit. He hasn't accomplished shit. I'm looking at his resume and I'm looking at Xander's.
I'm not talking about Xander's. I'm talking about we're comparing Boots and Virgil's.
No. That after this thing happened on the weekend, I'm looking at who Virgil's been fighting. Let me study this up.
Compared to who though?
On his own. First, I had to see the fights where he was boxing because most of his fights were knockouts and they were against tomato cans.
A lot of them were knockouts. And
the ones that had steady names, he would, you know, those are the ones that took him more into deep waters.
I don't know if you agree with this, but I actually say that Boachuk is his only fight at 154, even though he's fought twice. Those other two fights, they were first round. They ended like, to me, they're not really.
I went back to the Hooker fight. Bro, Hooker was fucking tagging him up.
Well, another
7 rounds, he beat the shit out of Virgil on his face, bro.
I was telling people, like, people slept on Mighty Mo Hooker, bro. But yo, he was good, bro. At one point,
he's got good punch placement. He just doesn't have the feet. He doesn't have the feet. He athleticism.
He's got good, you know, he's a good counterpunch, and he's got a good jab too. He's got a good
jab. Man. So I'm like, what the fuck? He was beating the shit out of him in that fight. Like, I'm not like one side. I'm saying that it was a competitive fight.
He was tagging up Ramirez too before Ramirez knocked him out.
And so then I'm looking at then I went to the what's the other one? Villa, was it Villa fight? I think it was.
No, that's Boots.
No, then what was the other fight, bro? I know. I just started looking at the 3 fights. Do you know that Xander Zayas has more professional rounds banked than Boots?
Yes, I believe that. Xander Zayas fights frequently. That's one thing I've always liked about the kid. You know, he tries to fight as much as he can.
So I'm looking at Virgil. When I see what Virgil has, he has probably the highest tenacity. You know, like go all out type of big balls type of shit, but using his head as a defense, kind of like Matias.
Let me see right here. Hold on.
A boxer is gonna outbox him, bro. A boxer is gonna outbox him because I don't see him polished. I don't see him as a polished boxer. He's a come forward Matias. I'll hurt you. I take a punch. I don't care. I'll die.
If we wanna go. Let me share the screen. If we want to go off names that, like, I guess what most people hardcores would say that's a good win. You're right. There's a handful, but we got Maurice Hooker. Samuel Vargas was a journeyman, but he was still at that time because Virgil. That was his best win up to Sam. Then you had Samuel Vargas. Then you had Maurice Hooker. Then you had Kavalauskas. People forget that. Michael McKinson was undefeated. Remember, he was
trash.
But he was still undefeated at the time.
But he was really.
Thomas Delorme was over the hill. Boachuk was damn near.
Boachuk it's 3 fighters. To me, it's three solid fighters that I can say.
It's really, to me, it's not. If anything, it's
Hooker, Mean Machine, and Boachuk.
I'm looking at Boots though right now. Boots, it's not that much.
Boots don't have shit. Boots got caca in his resume. Now, if you're comparing Boots to then
no, because like I want to compare because obviously people would always talk about that, and I would say I don't know. I think Virgil has a better resume than Boots, man.
No, he does. There's no doubt. I looked at that. Virgil has at least 3 more fighters. Has 3 fighters.
Geron, now I know one fight that people don't mention a lot that I think he should get credit for was that Canadian dude he knocked out that was undefeated. Knocked him out, made easy work of him. What was his name? Custio Clayton. Custio Clayton, I believe, was ranked number 1 at the time, or he was
Clayton, and that's the
Sergey Lipinets. He brought him up in weight. Yeah. But it was still.
How long did it take him to defeat Lipinets?
It took him like what was it? 7 rounds, 6 rounds.
I thought you're looking at it right there.
He stopped him in the 6.
Okay.
Okay, but listen, I'm gonna give him credit for that because Sergey was still, but he did bring him up in weight, so there's an asterisk there. But I'm gonna give him credit. Matter of fact, it's so funny because there is an asterisk there in real life, right next to his fucking the S. But I don't know.
So I go back to Xander Zayas.
Let's just say Lipnitz. I'm trying to compare Boots and Virgil, right? And then we'll go to Xander. So Thomas Delorme, I do believe Boots beat him at a better Thomas, he was still over the hill at this point, but this was before he fought Virgil. Then he fought Custio Clayton, so he gets right, and he beat Karen, but he struggled. And then he fought Villa, which is probably his best performance. David Avanesian, everyone knows David was piecing him up, but he knocked him out, and he fought Karen and struggled again. So we got Karen, David Avanesian,
Ortiz is another Matias G.
Custio Clayton versus Mighty Mo Hooker, Kavalauskas, Boachuk, and he's got one more. So I still say Virgil's got a better resume, but not by a whole ton, but he's got a better resume. Now, I know Xander Zayas, he's very the one thing I'll say about that kid's very active, and he is polished, bro. You know what it is? I'm very hard on anybody out of Puerto Rico because I'm looking for the next.
He doesn't have power. Yeah. I mean, or he doesn't have that special, but he is the most polished boxer out of all. He's a better boxer in itself than Boots. He's a better boxer than Virgil. He's more polished in the science of the game, and he's not a backwards all fighter. He's got excellent defense, and he'll jab you to death.
Okay, let's go.
Ortiz, he's Matias, gloves up, come forward and and I get it. But he's not a better boxer. He has more fighting attributes of that of and that everybody loves.
Oh yeah, I forgot he beat Texera. Okay,
he beat Texera, beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, he did. He dominated that fight. I wanted him to knock him out in that fight.
And that's what it is. That he does, So now, if you're talking about excitement, yeah, Virgil Ortiz is more exciting than Xander.
You know what it is? You know what it is, bro? I'm looking for the next Tito to come out of Puerto Rico. And
I'm
gonna be waiting for the rest of my fucking life. I'll be waiting for the rest.
I've given up. I'm giving up on trying to classify Zayas as something that he's not. He's the type of fighter that he's gonna go up. He's gonna get up to fourth gear, and he'll stay there throughout all 12 rounds. He doesn't change his pace. He doesn't change his style. He doesn't get rattled. He's never been hurt, and he's never been dropped.
I was about to say that. I want to see what happens when he gets dropped or gets hurt, because I feel like
he takes a punch.
That's when you see what a fighter's made out of. As much shit as people were giving that fucking kid, fucking what's his name? Oh my goodness, bro. Why did my brain froze?
I've never seen Xander's eyes leave the fight all busted up.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe my brain just froze like that.
Well, we're trusting the process. That has nothing to do. They're not the ones who declined the fight, though, G Funky. You need to understand what the process was. On Saturday, Top Rank said, let's go. Simple as that. I got no rush for it. I'm okay with Madrimov not fighting Ortiz.
And treetop boxing, Collazo's good too. I like Collazo treetop boxing. I like him.
Oh, minimum weight. I think he's 108. He's minimum weight. That's the only part about Oscar Collazo, though, man. Of course, we know that Top Ring is building him. That's nothing new. I'm not telling you nothing new with that, G. The thing is, they said, let's go on Saturday. And you trying to deny that. You trying to act like, oh, it's something more. You're pushing that. That's why I called you and Warwick Radio pushing a narrative. Trying to say that Xander Zayas is the one who called out Virgil. No, he didn't. You guys were lying. Xander just accepted the offer and let him know, I'm waiting for you. If you guys are going to push stuff out there, put the right stuff out there. Don't come up with your own narratives.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see here.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for the night where a couple dudes got dropped.
From what fight are we talking? I mean, who are we talking about?
135.
135?
Yeah, the kid that I like, Abdullah Mason. I can't believe it. I talk about him all the time.
Abdullah Mason, yeah.
Yeah, my brain froze, bro. But I can't believe my brain. But Abdullah Mason. So a lot of people were getting on that young kid, bro. That kid responded the way you're supposed to fucking respond, bro. And I learned a lot more out of that kid that night than I did if he just walked in there and just dog walked the motherfucker, bro.
Well, he got dropped by single shots. You know what I mean? There were single.
The thing is, I learned more about him there than I did if he just walked in and just walked over the fucking dude or whatever. I know how he reacts when he gets hurt.
And the thing is, his defense is not his head. His defense is not his head. He just got caught by one punch. The punches that dropped him were one punches. Virgil, bro, he be getting beat the fuck up even after getting dropped. They're smacking his face all night.
I think you're a little bit hard on Virgil, though, bro.
Hey, I'm looking at his face after every fight, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, a lot of that. I think a lot. Now, in my opinion, as far as the face goes, I'm not saying all of it, but I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he's got a high guard. And when you have a high guard, you're
bro, look at his face after Hooker, bro. It was only 7 rounds.
Well, Hooker was a back and forth fight, and Hooker, people sleep on Hooker. Hooker was doing the same shit to fucking Ramirez before.
I was like, what? It's a narrative because you said that it was G-Funk. You guys said that it was Xander who called out Virgil to make the fight, and that's bullshit. When Turkey offered him the fight, see, and that's what you guys were saying, that he called him out, and because no, it wasn't a call out like a by mouth. There was a contract offer for him.
Oh shit! Hold on a second, Puto. My bad. How long were you there for?
Like 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
Bad, brother.
No, you good.
I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Man, the tipo siempre, you gotta put some depends on, bro.
Yeah, bro. Fucking shit. Get checked out, Shadow man. Like,
I'm just saying, bro. You know what? Check your diabetes, man. People say when they're starting to get diabetes, it makes people go to the bathroom a lot. I learned that with my grandfather.
I learned that with my pop, but I'm not trying to put it out up in the air. I'm just saying, get checked out just in case.
No, I can check your exit, man. It's just a fact, man. We're men here.
Yeah, what's up, brother?
What you think of Saturday, man?
Good fights other than the Hitchens fight.
That was kind of boring.
So I was happy.
That was kind of boring. Boring.
It was fucking horrendous.
But he pulled it out, man. I mean, it is what it is. But he pulled it out, and I'm not gonna discredit the win. He beat the guy.
I'm not gonna discredit the win either. I'm just
he beat the guy. The Hackett kid, bro. He got proven that he's not what they thought he was, man.
I mean, like his last 3 fights, in my opinion, he was.
He's. I believe that a boxer, if you're gonna be good in boxing, you gotta either have God-given, natural abilities, which is power, speed, reflexes and shit, or you gotta be very high IQ and understand the science where you're so good at boxing. But if you're not high IQ and you don't got speed and you don't got power, then and that's what I saw from the young man. I don't think he's that racehorse that they thought he was going to be. I don't think he is at all.
Who are you talking about?
Hackett on Saturday.
Oh, Jalil Hackett. Yeah, he lost. Yeah.
He's not the racehorse that was thought. You know what I mean? To be. I don't think he is.
That was a close fight. Hey, you know what though? The Puerto Rican dude, his left hook is weird.
Yeah.
He looks like he's jabbing and he turns it into. I've never seen nothing like that, bro. It was the weirdest shit. He would throw a jab and at the last turn into a hook.
Roman, I think was his last name.
It was so deceptive, bro. And then fucking Paro, man. Paro disappointed me, bro.
Bruh, me too, Shadow, me too. But fuck it, it is what it is. That's what he gets.
So I mean, it was but that other fight on the other side on Top Rank, Navarrete is just too damn big for Oscar Valdez, bro. He's just too damn big, bro. That dude comes in at 160 pounds, bro.
I feel bad for Oscar. I like Oscar Valdez.
He's outgunned. He can't.
Not a fucking Oscar.
He'll fight. He could fight Navarrete 100 times, but he's gonna lose 100 times. He's outgunned. He's just too damn big, bro. Dude coming in 30 pounds heavy on fight night. You know what I mean? There's no way he's gonna beat him. And Navarrete is just too strong.
His style is sloppy. He's gonna run into somebody who's gonna have his number one day.
Well, that's why when he went to 135, his trickery didn't work so well versus an old Baranchuk.
I mean, trust me, the shit works because he's like overwhelming. He's overwhelming you with these weird and awkward shots and movements and throwing them from weird angles. But you gonna run into somebody who could counterpunch real good?
I don't think who can challenge Shockey. Can Shockey challenge him?
At what weight are we talking about?
At 130. He's at 130.
130.
I got Navarrete beating Shockey though.
Well, Shockey's gonna.
He's at 135, ain't he?
No, he's at 130.
No, he's 130.
130. Raymond Ford. I got Raymond Ford beating everybody.
How tall is Raymond Ford? Because he's like a midget.
He's at 130 now, but this Raymond Ford, he's different.
No, he's got power. How tall is he
now?
Ray gets fucked up by all the top.
Ray? Oh, we gonna bet on that? Nah.
No, he's a good fighter. I think he's a really good fighter, bro. It's just
he's a good fighter, but I think Navarrete is just too damn. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. You coming in?
That's a good fight.
You complain about that? He coming in 35 pounds over. That's what this guy does, bro. Don't you see, bro? He looks like Mike Theo, man.
I think the odds is on.
You think Oshaki beats Raymond Ford?
No, I got Raymond Ford beating Shockey.
Yeah, I got Raymond Ford beating.
It's 50-50. I don't know.
You know what I like about this Raymond Ford, this version, Puto? Like he's more I'll fight you, but boxing at the same time. He's like almost like a Keyshawn a little bit. Like he literally changed his whole style up from the last when
He sounds funky.
He had that last bad performance, and he just changed his whole style up, bro. He's totally different now, and I think he's a problem. And for some reason, I don't know, but maybe his mind wasn't fully in it. I don't know, but I know since he's changed his style, like even that fight against Nick Ball, I don't know, man. That was a close fight. That was
Nick
a
Ball
close
sucks,
fight.
in my opinion, bro. I think he's overrated.
That was a close fight.
I think he's overrated like a motherfucker. But anywho, Raymond Ford is good, bro. But
so Navarrete, we're talking about Navarrete, right? Who can give him? Hold on, let me see.
Navarrete, at 130. Oshaki, if he can get in.
Oshaki's good too, man.
If he can hurt him, just I could see the only way winning is kind of like how the Rocky Hernandez fight played out. You know, getting his ass beat, but pulls it out of his ass at the end.
Valdez, what his problem with Valdez, bro? Valdez should not have been. They shouldn't be fighting no Navarrete, bro. He's too big.
And you know what? Y'all might be right. He might be the top because everybody else, the other champion, we got Lamont Roach.
Valdez versus Shockey is a good fight. Valdez versus Raymond Ford is a good fight.
Yeah,
Valdez is just too damn. He's a monster, bro.
Dante Sal is still there. Let's not forget Hector Garcia is still there.
Hector Garcia. He's a good fighter.
Oshaki Foster, Raymond Ford. I'm gonna go with
Ray Vargas is still there.
Ray Vargas is good too. Mark Masayo
is there.
He's still
Brandon
there.
Figueroa.
Yep, Brandon. Yeah. Oh, they got some good fights there. They got some good fights.
Fulton.
Hey, you know who would be a good fight against him? Mark Magsayo. Magsayo. I think
that would be an entertaining fight.
Against Navarrete.
Yeah. Navarrete, if he moves up, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna move up, his fucking Gigantor. Divino versus Navarrete would be a very, very good fight.
Oh well, okay. Well, if he moves up to 135, you think Navarrete?
Oh, the MMA fighter.
You think Navarrete beats? You think he beats
Divino?
Keyshawn or Shakur? I don't think so.
No. I'm talking about 130. I'm talking about 130.
130.
Yeah. Because Divino's still at 126.
The closest people at 130 is like you said. So I think the people that give him the most work is Oshaki Foster, Raymond Ford, Mark Masayo. Who else did you say was there? I don't see him on here, but you just mentioned him.
Vargas.
Yes, I like him. Him.
He's a good fighter.
He's a good fighter. I also think something was. I'm not going to give him an excuse, but didn't he lose to Nick Ball?
No, it was a draw.
It was a draw. Okay, I thought something looked wrong with him in that fight, but I ain't gonna cap.
It was not a. The thing was for Ray Vargas. Ray Vargas is like kind of like Valdez was in the beginning when he moved from Manny Robles to Reynoso. He's like in between styles. Like when he was with Nacho.
So he wasn't injured. He wasn't injured.
Maybe
he looked weird.
Maybe, but like he's his style is like back foot. But then when he went to his new trainer, I forgot who he went with. Like he started like fighting a bit more like a bit more pressure. So he's just kind of like in between, to be honest. But he's a good fighter. He just needs to pick a style and stick to it.
So yeah, like you said though, I think damn, this shit's going crazy. Hold on, what am I doing? Go up. I think. Oh shit, they still got Raymond Ford is still at 126. He's still ranked at 126.
Yeah, but he just fought
he moved up. He's gonna move up. He just moved up. Yeah.
No, he already fought at 130 because I seen his fight. He was dominant as hell.
That's not updated.
He's ranked number 5 in the WBA. 130. He's ranked number 5. So he's basically that's why he called. Okay, so basically he also called out Oshaki Foster. But maybe that's because he knew Lamont Roach was going to be fighting Tank. Oh, no, Raymond Ford. Okay. Oh, shit. Raymond Ford is ranked number 7 in the WBC. That's why he also called out Oshaki Foster. And he's ranked number 5 in the WBA.
Yeah, he fights at 130 now, bro. He fights at 130.
Yeah, I'm talking 130.
Yeah.
Yeah. So He's climbing up there. A couple more fights till we ready to fight Lamont or Shockey. And keep forgetting Mark Magsayo, he's ranked high in almost every sanctioning body. He's number 5 in the IBF, he's number 3 at the WBC, and he's number 4 at the WBC. Who did he lose to then?
Who? Which one?
Who?
Which guy?
Mark
Magsayo, he lost to Figueroa and to Ray Vargas.
He lost to Ray Vargas?
Yes.
That had to have been a close fight, was it? I don't think I saw that one.
It wasn't like super close, but I mean, it was competitive. Ray Vargas won clean. Actually, I mean, I wasn't like super duper close, but it was close.
How about Ray Vargas versus Navarrete?
Ray Vargas versus Navarrete. That's a good fight. Good stylistic matchup.
Yeah, he lost a split decision to Ray Vargas, so that was close. And he lost a unanimous to Brandon Figueroa. Brandon Figueroa versus Navarrete would be very interesting, bro.
That's a good fight. It's a good fight.
Because he's gonna try to swarm Navarrete, and Navarrete is gonna try to swarm him, and that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so it's gonna come down to game. I mean, fuck, we all know what Figueroa is gonna do, but I know it's an interesting fight. The thing is, like with fighters like Navarrete and who else fights?
Awkward. Okay. Well, the top. I mean, I'm gonna just say the top dudes there. That
Madrimov, those guys just get to give problems to anybody, bro. Experience, no experience, because they're fucking.
So who you got? Who you got? A fresh Madrimov versus Virgil Ortiz. Now that he's
I got Virgil. But like I said, like
who you got? HOD.
And who?
A fresh Madrimov versus Virgil.
Yeah, champion. I've seen him, bro. He's really good.
I'm gonna go with Madrimov.
I think it's a dangerous fight for Virgil. And I don't think he's not gonna fight because he's not gonna fight him the way he fought Crawford, bro. He's not gonna do it. I hope he doesn't. I don't want to see another fucking 8-10 rounds of feinting, bro.
He's gonna box circles still around him. Virgil is another Matias, bro. He's got the heart of a fucking lion. Gloves up, come forward, and give it all you got.
Well, you know what's the difference? You know what's the difference between him
and I don't see no skills.
But Matias actually invites you to hit him. That's the difference. Matias, I don't know what the fuck he be on.
Well, I mean, Virgil does the same thing inadvertently because that's why he looks always all jacked up.
I think a lot of that has to do with his high guard, bro. I'm not saying it's all of it, but his high guard does be rubbing against his face when he's throwing it.
He's an awesome pressure fighter. No question about that.
And Virgil got heart like a motherfucker, bro. You drop him, it's like he gets more mad.
You know,
Madrimov on the cards.
So, just real quick before I drop the 130, because I'm interested now. I want to see Navarrete versus. I definitely want to see him versus Oshaki. I want to see him against Ray Vargas. Definitely want to see him against my guy Raymond Ford. I'm telling you, I think Raymond Ford beats a lot of these guys. This Raymond Ford, not the Raymond Ford 2 fights ago. This Raymond Ford, if he keeps continuing like he's doing now, he's a problem.
Same Raymond Ford, bro.
Now, hey, back to the Madrimov. Now, if Virgil knocks out Madrimov, there's a lot of questions that could have been answered. Like, had it been Madrimov and Bohachuk, and if Bohachuk knocks out Madrimov, then we're gonna go back to Crawford. Like, yeah, brother, you old and slow today.
Who did you have winning that fight, though? Who did you the Madrimov and Bohachuk? Who did you have, guys? Both of you.
Madrimov, Bohachuk. Who would have won?
Who would have?
Bohachuk.
I think Bohachuk.
I also favor Bohachuk, but I think Bachram beats them both.
I mean, with what he did to Virgil, man, it was.
Bachram totally dismantled Tim Tszyu, and Tim Tszyu is not.
The Russian guy, you mean?
Yeah, that guy.
Rated though. That's the only
Bachram. Who you think, Bachram or Madrimov and Bohachuk? I think Bachram beats them both.
I got Bachram beating Madrimov.
Okay, how about this? Who's the least? Madrimov out of all of them?
What do you mean?
See, that's what the fight. That's what the December 21st fight was going to answer a lot of questions.
You know, HOD got a point though, Puto. If Virgil runs right through Madrimov, then that's gonna make Crawford's win look a little.
It's going to totally be suspect.
But if he comes in there and knocks out Virgil, then
no, he just beats him, outboxes him. I don't think he's going to knock him out. I mean, there could be a TKO. I don't know. I don't know. Without Virgil's been getting clipped. Like what the fuck?
He did get hit a lot, but
yeah, but he won the fight, bro. He won the fight.
He scraped the win.
Like, what are we talking about here, bro? Like boxers?
Bro, he got dropped twice. He scraped the win.
Listen, Virgil exciting as fuck, though. He's exciting as fuck, bro. That's my type of
exciting. Both guys were like two sledgehammers on each other.
That shit remind me of fucking Tito. You drop that motherfucker, he just get mad, bro.
Shit, Crawford gets hit. What are we talking about?
Crawford got dog in him too, though. Crawford got dog in him. I know HOD doesn't want to say it, but he does.
Say what?
Crawford got dog in him.
How could it not? Bro, what are you talking about? Of course.
Well, no, because when he fought against Madrimov, he was like, I just think
I know the reality. This is not 31-year-old Crawford. He's 37 years old. He's living off of his experience.
Well, you know what? We're gonna learn. You know what? I agree with you this way. I do agree with you that this fight against Virgil is gonna explain a lot. Because I do agree with that. If Virgil walks in there and just walk now, even though styles make fights, we know how Virgil's gonna fight this man. So it ain't like Virgil gonna go in there and try to fucking, And
it's his fourth division for Crawford at 37 years old. Yeah, man. He's bro. You'll go look at a Crawford fight when he fought like I don't know Benavidez or you see speed, bro. The dude is like, damn, I forgot you fought like this.
Yeah, but he moved up a weight class though.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's slow.
Very unorthodox fighter.
He's slow compared to the young bucks.
But I mean, yeah, I thought it was gonna obliterate him, but it is what it is.
But now that Madrimov is on a 60-day, it's a great fight now. Now that he's gonna have a full rest, unless Virgil pulls out.
You think Virgil will pull out?
Hey, he didn't want to fight Madrimov in December.
But he's fighting him in March.
Fighting in February 22nd.
Like a 2 week. That was a quick 2 weeks though, right?
2 months.
2 months. No, the fight against Madrimov.
Right.
Oh man, that's some fucking silly shit.
He said he wasn't going to be ready for December, and then after that is when Turkey then said, "Well, let me make another card."
Oh yeah, he also said he's gonna if you listen to what the Turkey said, he said that in the same interview, or I forgot if it was that or the next day, he said
in the same interview there's going to be a March card maybe.
Yeah, he said that he had extra fights, 1 or 2 really good fights that he took off the card because they told him that if he would have kept it on there, they would have been like, man, how long are we going to be here for fucking 5 hours? But he said he had like 2 or good more fights that he's just going to put him on another card.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Turkey hijacks the Boots Teal fights and put them on that March card. I think that's what's going to happen there.
When is Ryan coming back? Where the fuck is Devin?
Devin is still suspended indefinitely by the New York State Athletic Commission.
You gotta be kidding me, bro.
Why suspended indefinitely?
And that's I don't know. I tried to ask Zab Judah.
Where did you get your information?
Go to the website.
What website?
BoxRec.
Oh, okay. That don't mean shit.
But I asked Zab. Why is he still suspended?
Damn, bro. I mean, that's a long ass suspension, bro.
Did he have a fracture and a fracture or something? I
mean, I don't mean to laugh, but it's almost like he goes to the doctor.
Suspended indefinitely, but
it's like he walks in there and they just look at him like, "Come on, Devin. You know we ain't gonna take you off this shit. You might as well get back in the car."
No, there's got to be a medical reason. The same thing happened to Tio. Tio after the Cambosos fight, because of his esophagus, he was suspended indefinitely. It's a medical reason.
It wasn't as long as this, was it?
Yeah, Tio. Let's see here. Tio was not cleared to fight Campos till like 3 weeks before the fight.
Okay. You know, I do,
because he had to pass all the exams at the Mayo Clinic.
I do want to see Devin come back, and I want to see, you know, how he is. I am curious to see that.
I think a good fight for him would be the Hitchens fight, man. But that's not going to happen
That's a
anytime
great
soon.
fight. That's a great
that
fight.
motherfucker. Him or Shakur? But Shakur got a fight, so never mind.
You know what? Puro? I got Devin beating fucking I got him beating Hitchens too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I told Zab yesterday, day before. I was like, yo, man, I think we don't know look, bro, that beating, we don't know what's left in him. I don't know. I don't know if the moment he gets touched, he's gonna have, you know, post-traumatic stress disorder going on, or we don't know.
Not from fucking Africa Hitchens. You're gonna get
no,
I don't give a fuck. What? I don't give a fuck.
Once you have a trauma, bro, I remember when I was a teenager, I got mauled by this big ass fucking, I don't know what type of chingo dog in Puerto Rico, man. Yeah. And I had over like 36 bites on both my hands.
Did it have a purple tongue?
Shit, it did probably with all my blood.
Is it Chow Chow?
And that derailed the boxing career, or what?
No, it was a dog that the family had a cafeteria, and they always fed him raw meat.
A lot of my family in Ponce, they have Chow Chows over there with the purple. I think that's the one with the purple tongues.
Yeah, but that's the Japanese. But this dog mauled me.
Yeah, that's
a big ass dog. And so after that, bro, I was, I don't know, maybe like 12, 13.
Hey, you know
bro,
what?
And I could see a little dog, and I'm like, oh shit.
You never boxed again after that, huh?
Hey, look,
it took me a while to
I don't care
to get my ass together.
I don't care what Africa says, bro. Like, I know he's supposed to be confident. Ain't no way in hell he'll beat Keyshawn, bro. No fucking way. Keyshawn would beat the brakes off that boy. And I would bet anybody money on that, but they'll never fight. He did call him out, though.
See what Paro didn't do is what Lemos was doing. He wasn't attacking, bro.
I don't know what the hell was wrong with Paro.
He wasn't attacking. I'm like, what?
You know what I saw a bad sign about Paro too? You know what? I said this I still picked them to beat Hitchens, but I started because I had him knocking him out like a month or two ago. I was like, he's gonna knock Hitchens out, but then what changed my mind was actually fight week. I still thought he was gonna win. But what had me bugging is like I understand when fighters talk shit, like that shit is normal. Like fighters talk shit. That comes with the territory and they're promoting the fight. But to me, there's a difference between like talking shit and totally dismissing your opponent. Like he was dismissing like fucking
Paro in at least the first 4 rounds, if not the first 5.
I had him winning the first 4.
The first 4, right?
Yeah,
and there was a changing gear. Like Hitchens found his range. He found his range and his timing perfectly for it, and that was it. After like the 5th round on, it was all Hitchens.
And literally Paro won, like literally doing the bare minimum those 4 rounds. Like he didn't press in those 4 rounds.
Right, he didn't press either.
Yeah, you know what? He the leading up
suspect. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I don't believe it. This game is not pure, man.
Wow. He started like on the week of the fight. He was really dismissive of fucking like he wasn't saying like things like I'll beat you. Like he literally was like talking like Hitchens isn't shit. And even though I may not like Hitchens too much, like I mean, you can't overlook it. I do think he was looking at him like he's food because of Lemos did that, you know. But Hitchens kept telling him like, "Yo, I had a hand." You know what I don't like about Hitchens is this, bro. Like he kept bringing up his fucking hand injury constantly, bro, which tells me that the moment he has a bad day or the moment he loses, he's gonna blame it on something, bro. He's gonna blame it on something. I don't like that shit.
He's not gonna lose anymore, bro. He's got a belt. You know, nobody wants to fight him because
he's gonna fight Cambosos next.
He doesn't bring any money, and he fucking fights like fucking ass.
Dude, that's what's gonna happen. Eddie Hearn already put it out. They both kind of like agreed to it on Twitter. They're like, yeah, that's why Eddie Hearn hired Cambosos. He thought he was going to get a fight in Australia, 2 Australians, but now it's going to be Hitchens.
Kambosos is just a check to Eddie. He's just like, that's just.
Well, I mean, the guy,
and Eddie's a check to Kambosos. Come on now.
He's milked that one night like nobody else, bro. I mean, in that sense, good for him, and he does know how to sell a fight.
You know what? Eddie has been fucking up too. Because look, even Tio said he wanted to give Kambosos a rematch, and he's like, nah, we're not going in that direction right now. What do you mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, Eddie
because he hired him for a specific task. He contracted Kambosos.
He said no with Boots and fucking Virgil. He said no with this. He's just saying no to everything. But then it doesn't seem like he's going through with the plan, though. Okay, I want to listen. All I'm saying is this: that if he got something to do with Boots not fighting Virgil, then fucking Boots by next year should be undisputed. Then end of story.
He has everything to do with Boots not fighting Virgil. Bro, his promoter.
The thing is that Virgil, he's stuck. When is he ever going to get a chance at the belt? When they're all at PBC.
He's already the interim, so like
he's going to be an interim for 2 years.
He's one strip away from becoming the champion, just like Jerron.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But as a shot to fight the champion, that ain't going to happen anytime soon.
I mean, like, well, yeah, they were stuck in welterweight where literally
they froze out.
Errol was unified, and Bud fought everybody but Boots.
If Errol wasn't supposedly fighting Fundora, he could challenge Fundora because he's intern.
Yeah, but no, on the WBC rules, the interim champion is not considered a mandatory.
Like the WBA.
I know. No, no interim champion is considered.
No interim. He's there just in case something happens to the champion and he takes his place.
Hold on, wait a second though. One of them, the WBA or the IBF, one of them, and I don't know, maybe it's the WBA or maybe it's the WBO. One of them, they do consider it because that's how Crawford was gonna move up and Tio was gonna move up and become a fight him for his belt. One of them was
that's something different. What you're speaking of though. Shadow. You're speaking
Tio,
of like
Tio is Ring Magazine, right?
Super status.
No, but Tio's a super champion, so he has a
super status.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a super champion, which gives him status to be the immediate mandatory to the next champion.
Okay, that's what
but the problem is that the other champion on the 147, which was Crawford with the WBA, WBO, he also was the super champion, so he has the same privileges of mandatory distance that as a super champion with the WBO. You have to honor your mandatory within 18 months.
Well, I saw Earl and Frank Martin on a video training together. I don't know if Frank Martin's going to be on the undercard when he fights. I don't know. Maybe he will.
Who knows when that fight's ever going to happen of Fundora and Spence. So right now, that's the WBC. So what's Virgil's going to be like.
Is Frank Martin still at 135 or is he going to 140?
No, he said he's moving to 140.
Oh, he said? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So Frank Martin and Hitchens will be a good fight.
But then again, everybody at PBC, bro, you can't count on them with cross promotions, bro.
They've been doing cross promotions a lot better this time around because of Amazon. They have to.
Like who? The only one that did because Ryan Garcia forced himself over Oscar.
There was actually a couple. So we had the hold on, let me think because I know we had
maybe one more.
Yeah, Rolly and I know Rolly. They did it a couple times with Rolly and Pitbull. Wait, who's
they were the same promotional company, bro.
No, but the difference was that was now unless Turkey gets involved.
Rolly and Pitbull was PBC fighters, bro.
No, I'm not talking about when they fought each other.
Okay, I'm sorry.
For whoever their opponents were.
When Turkey's involved, he'll get the cross promotions of whoever the fuck it is because he's paying up, right? But when it's promotional, you're not getting PBC to budge.
The first pay-per-view was Crawford. He was not Crawford. Canelo. He was PBC and he fought Munguia. So that was a cross promotion right there.
There you go. That was the other one.
That was the first, right? And then we had Tim Tszyu.
Yeah, but that's Canelo. He's the boss.
We had Tim Tszyu and Fundora, right? Then we had fighters. Right. Okay.
Which one? What other one? You said now Canelo, bro. He's the boss, no matter what promotional company it is.
Yeah, but still, like Oscar's blocked Jaime a couple times from fighting.
He blocked. We just talked about it. He blocked.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's not Canelo money. Because be real.
No, but he's already blocked him a couple times going over there. So it's like,
He's the reason why he didn't fight
not for Canelo money.
So significant.
Maybe not for Canelo money, but he did block.
No, but to become a champion, a legitimate champion at 160, block that. You know. So
when there's not the type of money that Canelo brings, you're gonna block it, or the money that Turkey brings.
No, bro. Like
Munguia. How about Munguia and
bad promoting, bro.
Munguia and Canelo. Wasn't that?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
about. That's what you were saying. I'm saying, yeah, who's gonna turn down the money that Canelo's gonna bring?
Okay, now what? Okay, didn't Stephen Fulton fight somebody that wasn't in the PBC where he got dropped his last fight, or was that guy?
That was the big Japanese money.
Yeah.
That was the big Japanese money. Yeah, but Stephen Fulton had to have special
promotion. It's still cross promotion.
No, you're right, Shadow. Those three.
So Stephen Fulton. Now I get it though. It's got to be big money, and Frank Martin.
Big money fights.
Yeah, Frank Martin is going to be a big money fight. Well, fucking Africa's got to fight somebody, bro.
He's not gonna fight nobody.
Africa's gonna fight Cambosos. I already told you.
Come on,
Cambosos ain't shit, bro.
I know it, but that's what's gonna happen. It's not that I want that crap. It's just that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be Cambosos and Hitchens next. That's what it is.
Did Hitchens win?
Huh?
How's that?
What belt?
The IBF.
Yeah, what the Paro have? IBF, because that's the one he cries about.
That belt vacant, bro.
He should be fighting. You know who should he? Hitchens should be fighting, and that's what I put out for Eddie and all these motherfuckers. He should be fighting Matias next, because everybody said you ducked him because of that weight clause, and I don't know what, and because the IBF rules. But then you're okay to fight Paro.
You know who I want to see fight?
Matias would have fucked him up. He's know that.
I know that, but that's who he should be fighting next. You want to name him up for Hitchens? It should be Matias next.
I got a couple fight. Like I think Puello will give him work. Hitchens. I also think that El Rayo will give him work.
PBC.
I also think that El Rayo and El Rayo versus he's gonna be fighting Antoine Russell. That's a great fight. But him versus Frank Martin is a good fight. So like, but yeah,
Frank Martin will be fighting Puello. This is PBC's play. Frank Martin will be fighting Puello eventually. Russell against brother, and then the winner of that fight.
El Rayo.
And then the winner of that will be the unification fight. So that's the play for them.
Yeah.
You know, be a good fight against Hitchens. Jack Catterall.
Oh my God.
What? You don't think Jack Catterall will be a good fight?
Wake me when that was over.
Let me ask you this.
Saying, bro, the styles, bro.
Let me ask you this.
That was over.
But let me ask you this: Why didn't? Hey, that's Matchroom. Why didn't Eddie Hearn offer that to Hitchens?
Jack Catterall?
Yeah.
Nope. Now I don't think because it ain't about selling. Because Hitchens, I don't think Hitchens. I think Catterall is a problem for him. Who you think's more of a problem, Catterall or fucking Cambosos, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
Catterall fight, bro. Like,
he's better than Hitchens.
No, I'm not saying that he's not, bro. But like, literally, like he's fucking ass.
But if you're gonna choose, it's Cambosos or Catterall. Who are you gonna choose?
Like literally, like I was trying to say before, I consider the IBF vacant and Hitchens. I don't even watch that. I'm never gonna watch that dude fight again. Seriously, no, I'm not gonna waste my time, bro. I'm not gonna waste my time on that fighter, bro. Shakur, I'm not gonna waste my time on Shakur. I'm not gonna waste time on that guy, bro. Like,
I mean, but listen, even with
I'm giving Shakur just one fight. I'm gonna. This is. He better show me. He better entertain my ass.
I gave Shakur 19 fights, but HLD, man, go ahead, man.
No, I'm gonna. And the thing is, I'm kind of rooting for. Oh damn, bro! It's still late at night.
I know my mind be frozen too.
Who's he fighting, bro? Kid Austin. So I'm kind of I'm rooting for Kid Austin. I'm rooting for Kid Austin, but I think Shakur's gonna win. That makes sense.
Yeah, I want you know, Kid Austin. I think
I applaud his brave. Bro, let's go.
I know what's gonna give what I feel like the first couple of rounds is gonna pose a problem is because he's a switch hitter. He could fight from orthodox and southpaw. That kid, and he fights. And it's not like he fights from one of them crappy. He fights to me. when he fights southpaw, he's more slick. But when he fights orthodox, he's got a powerful check left hook. And I don't know how, but Shakur, like, he's got good ring IQ, man. Like, I got
that's all. But this is the one thing. There's a lot of other factors. This fight is it's on the undercard of the February 22nd fight.
Right.
And it's in Saudi. And so they're out in San Antonio, Kid Austin, and the sea level is very low over there. And the sea level at Saudi is 2,000 feet.
Maybe he should get there early.
And so no, I hit him up. I'm like, look, man, just word advice. You guys should go train in Vegas because it's at the same height above sea level.
Where was Big Bear? Where's Big Bear?
Big Bear is like 2,300 feet. So that's Cali.
Colorado? Is that Colorado?
No, that's Cali, I think.
Cali.
Yeah.
I know. Oscar. He loved Big Bear because of
the other kid, Vargas. But they should. I told you guys should go to Vegas and train in Vegas, man, so that like you get that sea level acclimated. Because when you go over there, it's gonna be the same, and then the only thing you got to deal with is just the time zone hangover that you get. But if they train in San Antonio, if they're gonna, that's why his cardio was crap in his last fight. So we'll see. I give him advice. They should go train in Vegas and get their red cells acclimated to that sea level, because it does affect you.
I think I'm gonna do a million jumping jacks while that fight's going on.
I just hope that they don't fucking.
It better not be another De Los Santos, because if he does another De Los Santos fight, I'm done.
No, I was just thinking with Hitchens, I hope they don't just fucking give him keep giving him fighters like that, bro.
Well, the play was, like I said, Eddie's looking at, it's a business. Eddie's looking at an all-Australian fight down and under the Crappy Land. You know what I mean? That would have been Paro and Cambosos. And that would have been a big fight.
HOD, there's like 8 contenders that he could fight, and they're all PBC.
But in Australia, the business in Australia, they get government money, blah blah blah. It would have been a big fight in Australia, and so
not no more.
So that's why he hired him. So now he's got this guy.
What about fucking Sandor Martin and Hitchens?
Bro, I don't know what happened to Sandor Martin, bro.
That's the fight right there, bro. That's fight of the century right there.
Sandor Martin.
Can't wait for that fucking fight.
Has Sandor Martin fought since Tio, man, or what happened to that dude?
I think not
once. I think
you still got Barboza too, I believe.
Barboza's trying to get a fight with Catterall, and Catterall has not answered.
Actually, it's a fucking horrible fight too, bro.
What are they gonna give fucking Hitchens? They're gonna give him fucking. Where's Elvis Rodriguez at?
Sandor Martin. Elvis Rodriguez is. Oh, he went after he lost with Top Rank, and they cut him. He went to fight a couple other fights, I think, on PBC, and he did good. And then Top Rank hired him again. Then he got his ass kicked.
Look, these are some names that I feel like, these are all names that I feel like Hitchens could possibly lose. Of course, I'm gonna pick Tio over everybody, but I don't think Tio's gonna fight him. Okay, Catterall, I think Catterall.
Boots, man.
Catterall's a good fight for Hitchens. Barboza's a good fight for Hitchens. Sandor Martin's a good fight for him. El Rayo, Antoine Russell, Puello, Devin Haney, Matias. All these are great fights for him, bro. And what? He's not gonna fight any of them. Eddie's not gonna have him fight any of them.
Facts.
For now,
Cambosos.
For now, it's Cambosos, bro.
Fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. No, man, Sandor Martin, after he fought Tio in December of 2022, he fought it. He didn't fight till the next year, 7 months later in July of 23, and then his last fight was in December of 23, and he hasn't fought since.
He's on that Bud Crawford schedule.
I mean, well, actually, look, it's gonna be it's gonna be a year that he hasn't fought in 6 more days.
Tio on that Crawford schedule right now.
Yep, Tio.
Tio fought twice this year.
That's like most American fighters on that schedule, bro. Come on now.
Tio was supposed to fight 4 times.
I know. I don't know what happened with that.
He dicked around because he wanted to try to play around with his contract.
I will give him. I will say this. I know a lot of people think he's capping, but I think he was serious when he was calling out Crawford and Boots. I think he's dead serious.
Well, I mean, I think he's dead serious too. Bob Arum, and Eddie Hearn are in talks already.
Cause no, I'm just saying, Pudo, because you got like a lot of people when anytime Tio they be like trying to laugh like his joke. Like, listen, regardless who you think is gonna win, I think he'll fight them though.
I mean, they laughed when he said he wanted to fight Josh Taylor. They laughed. When
they did.
They laughed when he said he wanted to fight Richard Comey, bro. I mean, I laughed at a few of those, bro. But at the end of the day, he fought him.
That calling out Lomachenko with only like 9 fights in your belt, that was kind of laughable, right?
Hey, bro, but it was cool. I mean, like,
but it was cool. No, that's why he's my favorite fighter. But this with Boots, it's on Boots now, bro.
Who's Boots?
I tomorrow Boots in June. He said, "Tio after
it's more of a lose for Boots because if Tio loses, he moved up in weight, this and that. I'm not saying it's not.
No, they're not going to give him that because Tio would be by far the best name on his resume.
I say Tio don't give him that fucking fight. Fuck that.
No, Tio's giving him that. No, that fight's happening. As long as Virgil wants it.
Pull up 135-pounder, bro. Come on, bro. Defend, unify that fucking belt.
Hey, listen.
He can't unify.
Hey, I think Boots is too big, but I'll tell you this: the way that Boots fights and his timing has been off, and he likes to move forward. And people that move forward against Tio, to me, he does better.
Hey, don't forget, we don't know when this fight is.
He does better against people that's trying to bring him to fight because people that he's got like Loma when he started to try to chase Loma in the later rounds, or like actually though Loma's actually the exception. But when he fought like Sandor Martin and what was the other dude? The first
Ortiz.
Jermaine Ortiz too. When he had to chase them dudes, he looked like he couldn't cut off the ring or whatever. But when somebody's coming towards Tio, like how Josh was trying to do, he's a good counter puncher. He catches you.
But those guys.
Hey, what Shakur does it, he don't get no shit, bro.
Yeah, well, he's running.
He don't get shit, bro. Come on.
He says he's running.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Jermaine Ortiz ran that whole fight. So which one? Did anybody say to Canelo Alvarez after he dropped Charlo in the second round that he didn't know how to cut the ring? Because Charlo's running after that drop in the second round, he was running all night. There's nothing Canelo could have done to beat his ass because that guy was running.
Everybody said Jermell went for a payday. Like literally taking.
I think he felt that power, bro.
But the point is that they're running because of the power. So then when Jermaine is running, nobody's saying that he's there for a payday.
No, he said he got robbed.
He got robbed.
Who said that?
Fucking
everybody out there.
A lot of people said that shit.
Oh yeah. People really think that.
Bill Haney was at the Sandor Martin fight, and we were on a panel, and so I'm like, bro, man, that guy once he felt Tio's power, bro, he didn't want no part of that. He didn't want no part of Tio. That's why he was running all night.
And I've seen 80% of fucking Ortiz's careers never, ever in his life fought in that style. Ever.
No. See what?
You mean constantly moving backwards and shit, right?
Run my fucking ass off. It's all good, whatever, man. Tio still won.
Hey, what about your guy Barboza versus Hitchens?
Oh, fucking Barboza fucks that fool up. But literally, at the end of the day, like, fuck it, whatever, man. Good for Hitchens, like at the end of the day, it's his career. Good for him. He won a title. Cool. I thought he was gonna lose. He won. Good for him. But at the end of the day, bro, like, I don't even like talking about like fighters like Shakur and Hitchens, bro, because it's all fantasy fights, bro. He ain't never gonna fight Barboza. He's never gonna fight Haney. He ain't never gonna fight nobody, bro.
Well, that's why this is gonna be very.
So you're calling him another Tank Davis.
So fuck that.
Well, no, because you're making it seem like Eddie Hearn's gonna do that. You're making it seem like Eddie Hearn's
actually done something.
At least he entertains you with a knockout.
No. I'm saying that once upon a time he did something. Like right now, like literally he's fucking gonna retire soon. Like fuck it, he's out of here. At the end of the day, like I'm disappointed at how his ear how his career like fucking, trailed off. But whatever, it is what it is. But fighters like Hitchens, bro, like literally just gonna talk a bunch of shit, not fight nobody, and fucking, win fucking decisions like he just won. Don't get me wrong, I don't put it all on Hitchens. Like Paro fought like fucking horribly. But who cares? Like at the end of the day, bro, like Hitchens.
Yo sin ganas, bro.
TikTok boxers to me, bro. They're TikTok boxers. Fuck these guys.
They're not fighters.
No, it's not about being fighters. It's like, look, bro, they're fucking, they're The Rock versus Stone Cold, bro. They're fucking manufactured fighters, bro. Like I've been watching this sport too goddamn long to not know the difference, bro. These guys are manufactured.
No, there's
fighters that got no fucking skills. Nobody in the community, nobody in fucking real life can actually break down how they are so fucking good.
Who?
Shakur and Hitchens. I'm just using them as an example because there's other motherfuckers that are like that too. Cambosis, like literally, like this generation, like fucking, like fundamentally flawed, fucking scared to take a punch, like literally no heart, like scared, like fucking weak legs. All these fighters, bro. Well, all these fighters, except for like one or two, they're
my old man has my.
Is a motherfucker.
Oh, hold on, HOD. I think what HOD said a little while ago, Puro, I think it's got a lot of bearing, and I do believe it. I believe this whole I gotta protect my got a lot of these motherfuckers scared to fight, bro.
That too, but at the end of the day, they can't fight. They can't box. They can't box. They can't fight. They can't even trash talk properly. Every time I watch them fucking trash talk on the internet or on Twitter, it's cringe as fuck, bro. I don't get pumped up like fucking like Mayweather and De La Hoya or fucking like Wilfredo Gomez and fucking like Cañas, bro. Like these guys are cringy as fuck. They're like literally they're TikTok boxers, bro.
My
1, 2, or 3.
My old man, he's in his 70s, right? And so he stopped watching boxing since Trinidad day. He stopped watching boxing because he caught on to like the bullshit that's been going on. And he's like,
Yeah,
so
all
he's
the best trainers, they say it all the time. Buddy McGirt, like fucking what you call it, like Ronnie Shields, bro. Like a lot of these guys, bro, they're like checked out, bro. They're literally paying these guys to fucking earn money.
So I turned my old man onto my Amanda Serrano. Like, yo, now he's an old man. Una mujer. So then I showed him a few fights of Amanda. And bro, he's like, así pelea como tiene que pelear, right?
Yeah, but you don't think, you don't think that's kind of sad though. I don't mean to shit on women, but it's like that's sad that like when, especially like with like I understand what Puto's saying in a way. I disagree with Puto as far as like when you say that they can't fight. I think a lot of them are fundamentally flawed. But well, no,
man, I'm sorry. Amanda Serrano is about like the most. That's what you kind of at least want to see from how the other women give you, you know. And there's only
yeah, definitely.
There's only so anyway. So let me get to what I'm saying now. So I got him turned into here comes the Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor fight. So I had him up so he could watch the fight. And right before the fight, it was that Mario Barrios and Ramos fight. My dad's watching these guys fighting, and like he couldn't believe that Barrios was a champion.
Yeah, bro, like fucking.
He was like, "Es el campeón." My dad couldn't believe that Mario Barrios was a champion, bro.
Bro, I hate to say it, bro, but I don't blame him. I would probably think he's not a champion either.
I was laughing my ass out like, yo, and this is, and it was. I thought, man, bro, this is a decent fight. No, que esta pelea está aburrida, no me fastidie. I'm like,
that's what I'm telling you, bro. Like that's why I thank God for fighters.
I was laughing my ass off.
El Divino, motherfuckers you never heard of, like El Venado Lopez, motherfuckers that literally go in there and you can tell they're paying them to lose, but they're fucking like you don't know them, but fucking like those are the ones that are really moving the sport, bro. Like these motherfuckers we talk about day in and day out, bro. We know they're never gonna lose. We know they're never gonna fight nobody. You know, like literally they're so fundamentally flawed in like one area or two areas that like literally every single fighter they're it's all 50-50 fights. Like if fucking Virgil and his fight, it's a 50-50. Anybody can
that's actually a good thing. Oh, and listen, by the way, yo,
it ain't a good thing, bro. Like I've been watching the sport too goddamn long, bro.
In a couple of minutes,
Canelo, Bud Crawford, Earl Spence, fucking El Gallo, fucking all these motherfuckers that can actually fucking box, like fundamentally, like fucking on point before they even try to do anything else stylistically. Like, bro, nah, it's It's a disgrace. Like literally, like Shakur.
Yeah, but Boots
all
and
these
Virgil
fucking
being
new school fighters are the disgrace of the sport, bro.
but fighters like like the Boacek and Virgil fight, that was an exciting fight. That was a fight of the year fight. So shit like that, you know.
Yeah, but it's like literally like it's a guy in Boacek that literally like fuck, it's not even Boacek. Boacek's a great fighter. When he got knocked out by Brandon Adams, he was like literally the top one of the top contenders at 154. But what happened to Brandon Adams? Brandon Adams pulls the fucking upset. Literally, they shove them both. Like literally, you don't hear from none of these motherfuckers for 3 years. Like literally, they just robbed Brandon Adams, bro.
I saw Brandon Adams on Pro Box. I think it was
backwards. All the best boxers or all the diamonds in the rough, they don't want you to see them. They don't want you to see them. They want you to see Shakur or fucking like these fucking clowns, bro. It's all, you know, it is what it is, bro. I love boxing, bro. I still respect the fighters. Like I always said since day one, I respect all the fighters. I respect Shakur. I respect Hitchens because they get in there. Like when I was a kid, shit, even right now, I wish I could have dedicated my life to that. That's how big of a boxing fan I am. But they can't box. They're pussies.
Hey, Puro, how about this?
They're pussies, and they literally
division.
They literally should fucking say sorry.
Same division. Shakur or Hitchens.
Shakur.
Yo, Santo, bro.
But yeah, fuck, bro. Shakur.
That could be a all night and all weekend comatose, bro. That's why. Look, I'm Shakur's got to earn me on his next fight. I know he had a busted hand versus De Los Santos.
He'll never earn me, bro. Fuck that.
I'm not mad at the Shakur fight. I like this fight.
So I like it. I like that the young man, he's stepping up to the plate. Kid Austin, I love it. I hate everybody that he's not ready right now, bro. I love it. I love it that he's going for it.
I think he's gonna do better than what people think too.
Well, yeah, and so we're gonna see what happens. But if Shakur does any of that funky business that he did with De Los Santos, bro.
Oh, he can't afford another fight like that.
If he does that, if he does like a Nakatili, like remember that Nakatili fight?
Yep.
If he does that Nakatili shit, and he does that with De Los Santos,
this is literally like his last chance as far as that goes.
For me, I'm done.
That's a damn shame. A fighter that's never been defeated before is at a point where people are like, "Yo, if he does that again, I'm done."
I'm done, bro.
But Shadow, look, read between the lines, bro. He is done, bro. He's fighting Kid fucking Austin. He's fucking done. All these other fighters, you could call it ducking. They're never going to fight him because he doesn't bring money, and like literally, like, bruh.
And they don't want to fight.
They want legacy. Two,
I think Kid Austin's a good fight, though.
Like literally, it's us. They're doing this shit to entertain us at the.
Canelo don't want to fight a fighter like that. Canelo said that already. He said it in there, bro. Crawford, yeah, because he's not running around so much anymore.
I guarantee you, all these managers are saying, bro, stay away from Shakur, bro. Like this motherfucker, one doesn't bring.
He'll make you look bad. It'll run all night.
He's gonna run like a motherfucker.
He's gonna run like Jermaine Ortiz, like Sandor Martin, make you look bad, and then say that that you lost the fight.
You know, it got bad when I missed Guillermo Rigondeaux. Like literally, that was a great fighter. Like literally, like. But like, to me, he made a boring fight an art form. But I missed the motherfucker compared to these fucking clowns, bro. I'm telling you.
There was one fight, like one of his last fights, man, and he really stunk up the joint. It was one of his very last fights.
A few of them, but it is what it is. That was his style, bro. But at the end of the day, bro.
You know which fight that was really good? Hold on. Before I get out of here, because I got to shut this down.
Go ahead.
There's one fight that was really good that I enjoy where he kind of brought the fight to the dude. And that dude he put up a pretty good fight against Magzeo, I think. Where's he at? Right here. I think it is Julio Ceja. Julio Ceja. Yeah. That was a good fight, bro.
Ceja versus Magzeo?
Huh?
Ceja versus Magzeo?
Versus Rigondeaux. That was a good fight.
Oh shit! I don't even remember that fight.
That was a really good. Go look at that fight, bro. That's a good fight, bro.
Yeah. I mean, to me, they're all very, very, very boring. But I mean, like I was saying, I know what I'm looking at. Yeah, he's a really good boxer. It's just his style. But at the end of the day, he fought everybody. Like literally, he ain't out here talking about like these motherfuckers are ducking me. This guy literally had what Shakur has, but like literally a legitimate argument. Motherfuckers didn't want to fight him because it just didn't bring no money.
Well, that's why I say watch the Ceja fight because he knocks him out.
You know, watch this Japanese fighter that he fought shit on.
Oh, that's the one where he said,
he gets knocked down a couple times, bro. Then he fucking beats the shit out that fucking Japanese dude. Like, bro, like I'm telling you,
Rigondeaux versus whatchamacallit was good too.
Which one?
Versus the dude that fought oh my god, the Hall of Famer.
Which one?
The one that fought oh no, Nito Denier.
Oh, I mean, it was all right.
That was a good fight too. Hey, listen, man, I gotta shut this down, man.
All right, man.
I appreciate y'all, bro.
All right,
Papa, man. You be good, man. You be good.
I'll probably go live sometime this week. I'll let y'all know. I appreciate y'all for always coming through, though, bro. I really do.
Absolutely, man. Oh, I'm looking. Till put out the list of the 2015 tournament, and some interesting names. John Ennis fought in that. Rashidi Stevens was that. Charles Conwell was on that tournament. A few guys that are still around today. All right, manito, man. You have a good night, bro.
All right, man. Take care, man.
Peace.
Y'all have a great rest of the morning, man. I'm out of here.